Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome live to San Juan High School as we get underway a little bit late. My fault this afternoon. We are already underway here at San Juan High School with North Sevier in town. It's a Region 15 doubleheader today. The girls underway right now. The boys game will follow, and with that bucket from Ellie Stevens for North Summit, it is now 19-2 in favor of the visiting team, and kind of didn't get a chance to set the stage, so we'll try to do that on the fly. Again, we do apologize for the late start. That was my fault getting here late as North Summit steals it away from San Juan now. They run the floor and score once again. It looks like this was a bucket for Ellie Stevens again, so make it 21-2 now. North Summit obviously controlling in this game. North Summit is the #1 team in the state of Utah in 2A basketball as San Juan misses a shot right here, and we'll stay with the action here for just a minute. A defensive board for North Summit. I'll try to set the stage as soon as we get a timeout. We are going to get a jump ball now as the Lady Broncos got in to defend, and it looks like that'll earn San Juan possession on the arrow here. And so the Lady Broncos will get it back, but obviously in a bit of a hole here early, down by 19, 21-2, as we get our broadcast underway. And again, just like last night, a Region 15 doubleheader today will give us 2 games today, as now it's stolen away by North Summit, so another turnover for San Juan. And on the drive is Richens. Heartland Richens floats it up, no good. Gets her own rebound, though. And so an offensive board for North Summit, and they'll get a second chance. And I have incomplete stats here, obviously starting a little bit late. What an effort over there on the far side by Sindel at City. And now San Juan's unable to get a shot as North Summit steals it away. But she did a good job to steal it herself and saved it from going out of bounds as well. And now San Juan gets a block, and they get the rebound here. So let's see, that's a missed shot and a defensive rebound for San Juan. A lot of button pushing here. I'm trying to catch up, so bear with me. But indeed, a 21-2 score right now in favor of North Summit. We're into the final half minute of this first quarter already. And for those of you watching on the stream on StreamUtah.Live, you've seen the video in its entirety so far. I did think we were going to have senior day here today. They didn't honor the seniors last night for the girls, but let me take a look. Maybe the girls have another home game before this thing's all said and done. This is going to probably be our last broadcast of the girls this season, but just based on the fact we'll be traveling following the boys in the postseason. But we've got foul shots now for Hazelyn Murdoch, who I've got with 11 points right now. I'm not 100% sure if that's correct. It looks like the foul was on Macy Palmer for San Juan, and I probably have some missed fouls as well. Murdoch's second shot is good. She makes both. It's 23-2 as we head into the final 20 seconds of this first quarter. So we'll get to some details here in just a minute at the end of this first quarter. Meanwhile, San Juan trying to work a play. It's really good to see Kamaya Fullwood back in the game for San Juan. I know she's wearing that ankle brace and did not play last night against Duchesne. So it's good to see her back on the court. I don't know how much time she'll have today or what percent she's at, but obviously a big pickup for San Juan getting her back in a game. As the Lady Broncos knock the ball away from North Summit, now they'll inbound and try to put up a shot, but it'll be a turnover as they travel with the basketball. And so fresh into the game for the Lady Braves is Chadlyn Blomquist. San Juan inbounds at the end of the quarter. The buzzer sounds, and that's the end of one quarter. It is 23-2 in favor of North Summit. And so let's take a look at these two teams as we get set to head into the second quarter. And North Summit, the #1 team in the state of Utah. What can you say about them? They are 19-1 on the year. Their only loss was to the #3 team in 3A Utah basketball, Morgan. So they are for sure elite when it comes to the world of 2A high school basketball in the state of Utah. They are definitely the team to beat. They're coached by Jerry Holmes, who's in his 9th year. And again, just one loss on the season taking a look at their stat leaders, and we've already called her name a bunch of times, even though we got the broadcast started late on the radio this morning. Hazelyn Murdoch is averaging almost 17 points per game. They have 3 girls in double-digit points per game. Heartland Richens at almost 15 per game. Ellie Stevens, 12.5 points per game. Then you've got Chaden Sargent averaging almost 4.5 a game. Kate Smith, 3.5 points per game. So they've got a lot of girls who can get it done, both short range and long range. They've got 3 girls in double-digit 3-point baskets. Heartland Richens with 15, Chaden Sargent and Hazelyn Murdoch with 12 apiece. And so obviously an offensive powerhouse, at least in girls basketball in the state of Utah. So San Juan's got their hands full today as we get underway now in the second quarter. And a 23-2 lead for the visitors right now. And player goes tumbling down on the floor. Looks like this will be another foul to Sindel At-City. And At-City is one of the girls that San Juan can't afford to get into foul trouble. She's got 2, according to me. And that does match what's on the scoreboard. As North Summit controls the basketball. There's a shot, no good, but right there to clean it up is Ellie Stevens. Chaden Sargent missed the first. They did get their own rebound, though, and a second chance, make it 25-2 in favor of the Lady Braves. And now San Juan working in the offensive end. On the left wing, down into the corner, back on the wing. Over to the right side now. Got a player I didn't see last night. Zosila At-City out there for San Juan. And now there's a shot, no good for Jordan Jones, rebounded by North Summit. So Jones misses the 2, and defensive rebound for North Summit. Lady Braves have it back in the offensive end and a 25-2 lead. Obviously dominating this contest so far here today. And we look at these two teams, their first meeting all the way up in Colville, and a big win for North Summit. Let me find that on here. And we'll get to that in just a minute, as there's a shot no good for North Summit. Rebound and a putback for Kate Smith. So she scores to increase the lead to 27-2. Another offensive rebound for North Summit. So just like last night against Duchesne, San Juan just having trouble allowing their opponents to get to the loose balls. And now San Juan turns the ball over. Lady Braves will walk it across. Chaden Sargent, hands on the left wing over there to Lydia West. She'll come back up top to Stevens. Right wing now for Sargent. Sargent will drive into a triple team, but spinning away from the defense at the bucket and scoring on the fade off the glass is Ellie Stevens. I've got her for 10 points now. Some of my point totals may be wrong. I tried to add some buckets that I missed while I was starting the broadcast, and now San Juan will get the ball under there, but Cadence Mitchell can't score on the layup try. But on the rebound, San Juan a good offensive board, and that's going to earn them a foul and a trip to the line. That'll be the first foul of the day on Ellie Stevens. And going to the line for San Juan is Jordan Jones. First shot is off the mark, so it remains 29-2. And the final in that North Summit game back on January 10th was 78-25. In favor of the Lady Braves. Second shot is on the way and good for Jordan Jones. So she's got 1 point on the day, make it 29-3 now in favor of the visiting North Summit Lady Braves. On the left wing for North Summit is Lydia West. She'll swing it around the perimeter. Into the middle they go, stripped away from Hazelyn Murdoch, but she corralled it for a moment. Now she loses it out of bounds, so that'll be a turnover back to San Juan. Lady Bronco defense doing a good job shaking things up there, getting Murdoch, the star player for this North Summit team, to mishandle, and now San Juan has an opportunity here as they'll work it into the lane. There's a shot from Jones, a little bit off the mark, rebounded by North Summit, and they'll run it across the line. Just over 5 minutes to go in this first half now, and all North Summit up 29-3. They'll send it up to the top of the key, Ellie Stevens, and she'll hand off over on the left side to Heartland Richens. Back to the right wing, a Hazelyn Murdoch 3 is no good. Rebounded by North Summit, though, so they give themselves another try. There's a shot from 8 feet that'll go for Chaden Sargent. I believe that's her first points of the game. And now San Juan rallies back into the offensive end, but they throw the ball away, so that'll be a turnover back to North Summit. And the Lady Braves will walk it across. Heartland Richens hands off on the left side to Lydia West. Both of these North Summit teams are top 2 teams in the state. The boys ranked number 2 in 2A in the 2A RPI standings, and so really 2 elite teams here today at San Juan High School, as the Lady Broncos get a block shot here. And now they are back in the offensive end with it. It's Sindel At-City. She goes left wing for Mitchell. Mitchell sends it down low, and then a nice pass from Kamaya Fullwood to Jordan Jones in the middle. Jones scores the 4-footer, and San Juan makes it 31-5. 3:45 to go in this first half, but answering immediately with a 3-pointer is Heartland Richens. And she's got no heart to be shooting like that against San Juan. And the Broncos now bring it back in. Here's a 3 on the way for Sindel At-City. No good. Rebounded by the Lady Braves. They'll run it across and now slow it up as they'll work in the offensive end. Richens has it. She hands off to Sargent. Over here on the right side now for West. Down into the corner for a Richens 3. No good. They battle for the rebound under the bucket. We're going to get a whistle. This will go in San Juan's favor. And I guess it was knocked out of bounds is what happened on that play. So San Juan gets possession, and they'll walk it across with just over 3 minutes to go now in the first half. North Summit holding a 34-5 lead here in this first half. So San Juan in a really deep hole at this point. And here's a 2 on the way from number 2. I'm sorry, that was number 2, Davy Mitchell. Now we're going to get a foul. San Juan will go to the line. They got their own rebound and then draw a foul here. And this will be the first, it looks like, on Lydia West. And it sends San Juan to the line. And looks like that's At-City shooting. She misses the first. As we get 3 subs in for North Summit. Second shot from At-City is right through. So make it 34-6. And that's the first point of the day for the 5'2" sophomore guard for San Juan. Now the Lady Broncos steal the ball. They'll run it up. The defense for North Summit got back in time to force a tough shot right there. And now San Juan steals again, or nearly steals. And now they will steal. They'll intercept it. And so good job by the San Juan D here. And now they'll get a shot from Jones. That one rims off. And a rebound for North Summit. So another steal for San Juan. But the Lady Braves ultimately have it back here in the offensive end. There's a shot up from Hazelyn Murdoch. I think she got hit in the face after she took the shot, but so she didn't get to see that she missed it, and it went out of bounds, missing everything. And an injury, I think, here. She's going to have to come off. I think she got poked in the eye is what happened. San Juan, meanwhile, had rebounded the ball. They've got it in the offensive end as maybe Murdoch's got a contact problem. I can empathize with that. As the Lady Broncos have it set up now in the front court, Sindel At-City down into the corner. There's Davy Mitchell with the basketball. She'll send it across court to Maddie Adams. Now from the free throw line, Jordan Jones bangs one in off the glass. 34-8 for San Juan. She's the leading scorer for the Lady Broncos with 5 points now. And coming back the other way, North Summit will draw a foul on San Juan. And this will be the first of the afternoon on Kamaya Fullwood. I don't even know if we are at afternoon yet. We're not. Still a little bit shy of noon. The boys' game set to tip off at 1 this afternoon. Let's see. At the line for North Summit right now, Kate Smith drains the first of 2 shots. And the second one forthcoming for the sophomore. It's good as well. That makes the score 36-8 in favor of North Summit. We've got 100 seconds remaining in this first half. Game 1 of a Region 15 doubleheader here today. San Juan girls and boys hosting the tough North Summit Braves. Both teams are elite teams in the state of Utah. And here's a steal for North Summit. They'll run the floor, laying it up and in is Heartland Richens. She's got 9, and it's 38-8, a 30-point lead again for North Summit. As the Lady Broncos work it in, Sindel at City tries to dump it inside. A lot of traffic in there. That's a turnover as North Summit intercepts. And they'll take their time walking it across the line here. As Heartland Richens will send it down into the corner. Dribbling out of the corner, dumping it underneath the basket now. They'll swing with a couple of quick passes there. There's a shot on the way, no good. And let's see, it looks like that was number 4. Britland Diston missing the shot, pulled down by San Juan. And the Lady Broncos work it in with 40 seconds to go. Here's a foul on someone in the San Juan offensive end. Looks like this will be on Quincy Vernon for North Summit. As 4 players come off now for the Lady Braves, 4 come in. Maddie Adams set to inbound for San Juan from the offensive baseline. Fresh shot clock after the foul on North Summit. San Juan works it down underneath the basket. Shot is blocked there by North Summit as Sosila Etsity was up for the shot, and they'll quickly transition, scoring and a foul, Hazelyn Murdoch. And this will be on Etsity, her first. So with 27 seconds remaining in this first half, Hazelyn Murdoch goes to the line, and the senior could complete a 3-point play here. And she does. 16 points for Murdoch, and it's 41-8 now in favor of North Summit here tonight, or this afternoon in the San Juan High School gym. Maddie Adams with the basketball, sends it to the left side for City, throws it into the middle. It's intercepted there by North Summit, and they'll come across the line as Heartland Richens takes control. She'll send it to Chaden Sargent. Now again to Hazelyn Murdoch, who's tough to contain. She spins away from the San Juan D, hits the 4-footer. 18 points for the senior now as the buzzer sounds to end the first half. 43-8 lead for the visiting North Summit Braves, the number 1 team in the state of Utah in 2A girls basketball. So we'll take a break. We'll come back out with some unofficial first half stats. Obviously, I started a little bit late, so I think I probably got some things mixed up, but we'll do the best we can. And so we'll take a real quick break, and we'll return to the San Juan High School gym. Stay with us. High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Here at Utah Naval Health System, our mission statement is we exist to improve your quality of life through comprehensive, self-empowered, culturally sensitive, and amazing customer service.
Tailor-Made Wooden Heritage is the Four Corners source for high-quality, beautiful, and long-lasting custom residential and commercial cabinetry for over 50 years. Tailor-Made Monuments designs custom monuments and headstones crafted with care and artistry to honor your loved ones for generations. Tailor-Made is family-owned and operated and offers competitive pricing. Call them today for a free quote. 435-678-2523. Tailor-Made Wooden Heritage and Tailor-Made Monuments, proud sponsors of San Juan High School sports.
San Juan County Adult Education empowers students to gain the technical, business, or college skills necessary to enter the workforce. At San Juan County Adult Education, adult learners are given the opportunity to reach their personal, educational, and career goals. Students can earn a high school diploma, obtain a GED, increase their wage earning potential, and decrease bias at any USU Learning Center in San Juan County, or email Gina Grover at jgrover@sjsd.org.
Compared to the vocational schools of the past, today's career and technical education courses span nearly every industry, including health science, business, digital arts, and computer science. CTE students learn valuable, real-world technical skills with a solid academic foundation while exploring career options or pursuing their passions. Did you know San Juan School District offers 19 CTE pathways for secondary students? To learn more, talk to a school counselor or CTE teacher today.
Welcome back live to San Juan High School. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Halftime of the first game of another Region 15 doubleheader here today, and all North Summit, the number one team in the state in 2A girls basketball, leading the San Juan Lady Broncos 43-8 through 16 minutes here. And I've got some very unofficial stats. I may have some wrong totals for players, and I definitely missed some missed shots and some rebounds and things like that early on in this first quarter. So we'll go with what we got. I will give you the figures, but again, take it with a grain of salt. We'll just look at the shooting from the floor. Well, we can look at the scoring. 23-2 after one quarter. And North Summit outscoring San Juan 20-6 in the second frame. So obviously a domination going on here this afternoon by North Summit. And they shot 18 of 29 from the floor for 62%. Again, it may not be that good. I probably missed some shots that were off the mark for both teams. Lady Broncos, on the other hand, just 3 of 14 for 21% in the first half of play. No three-point baskets for San Juan, a couple for North Summit. I've got 6 turnovers for the Lady Braves and 10 for San Juan. 3 blocked shots for the Lady Broncos and 1 for North Summit. 5 steals for North Summit and 3 for San Juan. Hazelyn Murdoch with 18 points for the Lady Braves, 10 for Ellie Stevens, 9 for Heartland Richens, and 2 for Chaden Sargent. And the three-point baskets, 1 each for Murdoch and Richens. Hey, Heartland Richens, that is. There's 3 Richens girls on this team, so I do have to differentiate there. For San Juan, it's a 5-point day so far for Jordan Jones. She's had a good past couple games, yet last night against Duchesne, and so far here today, she's got most of San Juan's offense. 2 points for Cadence Mitchell, and Sindel At City has 1 point. So that's the first half stats. We'll take another real quick break, and we will return to San Juan High School for the start of the second half. Again, it's game 1 of a Region 15 doubleheader. The girls hosting North Summit, and the boys will do the same with that tip scheduled for 1 p.m. this afternoon against the number 2 team in the state of Utah in 2A boys basketball. So a quick break. We'll return to San Juan High School. Stay with us. It is High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Holiday Construction is your one-stop source for gravel, concrete, excavation services, and custom hauling. We've proudly served San Juan County with quality and dedication for over 40 years. Call Holiday Construction today at 435-678-2028. We're proud supporters of high school sports and our
The San Juan Credit Union, providing exceptional financial products in southeastern Utah for over 60 years, is proud to support our local high schools. With branches in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff, along with an ATM in Montezuma Creek, access to those products is easier than ever. The San Juan Credit Union offers checking and saving accounts, bill pay, a wide array of loans, and much more, all on a full-service website and mobile app. Plus, they're federally insured by the National Credit Union Association. The San Juan Credit Union. Your money, your future, your credit union.
Get the resources and quality of a big school education and the support of a smaller school at Utah State Blanding. Explore over 70 degree and certificate programs to find your perfect fit and experience personalized learning with small class sizes and dedicated faculty while getting the classic college experience. A Utah State education is affordable too, thanks to competitive tuition and tons of scholarship opportunities. Visit blanding.usu.edu to learn more about becoming an Aggie in Blanding.
Let's talk cancer. Monticello, Utah. If you lived, worked, or attended school in Monticello, Utah from 1941 to 2002 for at least 3 years, you might have a higher cancer risk from uranium tailing exposure. Apply to get a free cancer screening today. One screening could bring peace of mind to you, your friends, and family members, help spread the word, and save a life. Screenings are available for a limited time through San Juan Public Health. Call today, 435-587-3838, or visit sanjuanpublichealth.org to apply.
San Juan Building Supply has offered a full range of building supplies to San Juan County for more than 32 years. From the start of your project to the finish, San Juan Building Supply has high-quality products for all your needs, and they can deliver. Drop by 1050 South Main Street in Blanding, call 678-2000, or visit sjvs.com. San Juan Building Supply, a proud sponsor of our local teams.
Welcome back live to San Juan High School in Blanding, Utah. It is the site of our Region 15 doubleheader today. High school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Rhett Sifford welcoming you back in as we finally get our feet under us here a little bit. I do apologize for the late and hectic start this morning. By the time I even started the broadcast, North Summit had already opened up a pretty big lead, and obviously, they've only increased that since I began. It's up to 43-8 now as the girls are out warming up for the second half. And we'll be starting here in about 90 seconds. And again, a Region 15 doubleheader here. We've got the girls first, followed by the boys, hosting the very tough North Summit Braves here this afternoon. Both teams are outstanding. We've already mentioned a number of times the girls #1 in the state, the boys #2 in the state. And so obviously big challenges here today for San Juan, and especially for the boys who are looking for an upset win this afternoon. The girls obviously in a huge hole here as we get set to go into the second half. I think for them it's going to take a pretty impressive showing here in the second half to make a dent in this huge deficit that they're facing. But we'll see what happens here in the second half. High school hoops today on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live is brought to you in part by Bradford Tire at the center of it all at 39 East Center in Blanding. Colleen Kays, author of the 7 Dynamos of Organizational Power, and Creative Floors, covering all of San Juan County's carpet and flooring needs. I want to say a big thanks to all the sponsors who make these broadcasts possible. We could not do it without you, so a huge thanks. And especially as we travel lots of miles each year to cover both football and basketball. And we couldn't do it without the faithful support of our sponsors. So a big thanks once again. We'll be thanking you throughout the broadcast, of course. And we've got another game on today as well, as we've got the Monticello boys who are hosting Escalante today. That game is scheduled to tip at 1:30, and that'll be on StreamUtah.Live on the video as the ball rolls out of bounds here. North Summit turning it over to start the second half. And now are the Lady Braves going to press? No, I think they're just confused about which direction they're going. So they'll head back into the defensive end. As San Juan will inbound, they're all laughing at each other. Oh, no, excuse me. I guess that was a San Juan turnover. As it is going in North Summit's direction now and scoring immediately, no shock, is Hazelyn Murdoch. So now the Lady Broncos will work it across. And it is number 2, Davy Mitchell with the basketball. Into the middle comes San Juan. A shot no good from At City. Rebound and a putback by Jordan Jones. Nice bucket by San Juan. Nice tenacity there. Offensive rebound leading to points. And it's 45-10. The two teams trading baskets here to start off the third quarter. North Summit passing it into the corner, now to the baseline. And now back out on the wing, and a good 18-footer will fall for number 12, Chaden Sargent. She's got 4 on the day. Make it a 37-point lead for North Summit, 47-10. And now reaching over the top of Jordan Jones is Ellie Stevens, and she will be guilty of her first foul of the day. Sorry, that's her second personal foul. First foul of the second half. And my second half stats are going to be a lot more accurate than my first, that's for sure. San Juan unable to score as that was actually Cadence Mitchell going up for the shot. Rebounded by North Summit. They'll take it all the way down with some quick passing, and Ellie Stevens an easy layup for the Lady Braves. 49-10 now in favor of the number one team in the state. Jordan Jones gets a pass, spins, and hits the jumper from the free throw line. Jordan Jones up to 9 points now for San Juan, 9 of their 12. Now the Lady Broncos will steal the basketball, and they're on the run across the line. Cadence Mitchell takes a handoff, now a three on the way. No good from Davy Mitchell. Rebounded this time by North Summit. The Lady Braves will run it across. Sending it up ahead is Richens to Lydia West. Now in the middle, Hazelyn Murdoch got a pass. She was in a lot of traffic. Ended up tripping over a defender. Loses the basketball out of bounds. That'll be a turnover on North Summit. As the Lady Broncos will get the basketball back with just under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. So we're just 2 minutes into the second half. Shumway hands off to Mitchell, and now back to Shumway. Up top for Davy Mitchell. Down into the corner for At City. She sends it to Hayden Shumway on the baseline, who has trouble corralling it, and now stepping in to defend is Hazelyn Murdoch. That forces a jump ball, and that will be a turnover on San Juan as it goes the other direction. And Heartland Richens will walk it in for the Lady Braves. Now a nice little poke by At City. Almost got the ball away, but corralling it was Richens. And now Chaden Sargent with it. A nice pass down low to the left of the bucket. Hazelyn Murdoch lays it up and in, and the Lady Braves senior has 22 points on the day. As Cadence Mitchell sends it into the middle. Is that a three? Davy Mitchell hits the bucket. The freshman, they only give her a 2 on that. That was more of a 3 than the one against San Juan, the San Juan boys last night for Duchesne. And the final in that game is officially 47-33. So they gave that kid a 3-point basket last night, and it really was nowhere close. So that's kind of weird to me. Unless there was an earlier basket that I missed, I'll probably never stop talking about that. There's a foul on someone for, looks like it was 31. I didn't know they had a 31, and there's a bucket for North Summit. I think that was Ellie Stevens. Yeah, I don't see a 31 for them, so that must have been a San Juan foul. And now a steal for North Summit. Running the floor, laying it up and in is Heartland Richens. And so an easy lay-in for the 5'5 senior. She has 11 on the day, and it's 55-14, and now San Juan kicks the ball out of bounds in transition. So they'll give the ball back to North Summit here with 4:15 to go in this third quarter. And now the Lady Braves will walk it across as Chaden Sargent hands off to Chadlyn Blomquist. She put up the long 3. No good. They battle for the rebound under there. Still battling. And this will be a jump ball, ultimately. And so San Juan, it looks like, will be the recipients of the dead ball rebound. And Maddie Adams will inbound to Sindel At City, who will bring it across. And we are just a little bit over halfway through this third quarter now. As San Juan gets it into the offensive end, but they're going to have the ball intercepted now as they turn it over. And the Lady Braves will run it across with some quick passing. Now a little bit high on the pass. Unable to handle that is Lydia West, and that'll be a turnover on North Summit. So San Juan inbounds once again. 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Lady Broncos down 55-14. 3-point shot on the way from Cadence Mitchell, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Braves, and they'll now walk it across as Chadlyn Blomquist controls. Down into the corner now. Quincy Vernon hands off, and a 3 on the way for Chaden Sargent, no good. Rebounded by San Juan. Lady Broncos on the way across the line, and that's a double dribble. That'll be a turnover back the other way. As At City picked up the dribble and then put it back down on the floor. And Hayden Shumway will come off for San Juan as Kamaya Fullwood comes back in the game. She's limping on that ankle. She's showing a lot of tenacity to be in this game, though. That's a player that San Juan really needs, and unfortunately she's obviously not near about 100%, but nice to see her on the floor since she didn't play at all against Duchesne last night. North Summit working on the perimeter right now, and Blomquist ultimately will take the three, knocks it down. She's got her first 3 points of the afternoon, and it's 58-14. San Juan brings it back into their front court, now into the middle. Jones bounces it underneath to Kamaya Fullwood. Her pass is knocked away. San Juan's able to corral it, though. Nice work by Maddie Adams. Now on the wing, into the middle, going up and down is Jordan Jones. She will draw a foul, though, and shoot two. She was headed out down for defense, but she needs to stop and go to the line and shoot a couple here as Chaden Sargent fouled her during what was an attempted shot. And so Jones will shoot a couple. She leads San Juan scoring today with 9 points out of 14 and make it 10 out of 15 as she hits the first of these two foul shots. 58-15 now in favor of North Summit. Second shot on the way from Jones is a little short. Lane violation, so that'll head the other direction anyway. As North Summit takes possession. And the Lady Braves will walk it across. Blomquist almost traveled with that, but she's able to correct herself. There's a layup try, no good from West. And the rebound pulled down by San Juan. Lady Broncos bring it back across. At City will hand off. Here's a three on the way for Maddie Adams, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds off North Summit. And it'll be Kamaya Fullwood limping to the spot down there to inbound the basketball from the baseline. She sends it up top for At City. Thought about the three, instead drives in. The runner is no good. And the rebound out of bounds again, but this time in favor of North Summit. So the Lady Braves will run it across. Under 2 minutes to go in this third period. As they will run to the bucket. Nice drive, and the scoring is Quincy Vernon. She went right through the San Juan D, make it 60-15 now. As San Juan has the basketball on the offensive end, Kamaya Fullwood goes right side for Cadence Mitchell. Now Jordan Jones in a double team, can't keep the ball away from the North Summit D, and the Lady Broncos will turn it over on alternating possession. And so inbounding from out of bounds is Chaden Sargent to Blomquist. And it looks like, for the most part, it's underclassmen in for North Summit now here in this second half, with the Lady Braves up by 45 points, and now a turnover by North Summit. As they go to the far side, Sindel At City. We may see the starters again at the start of the fourth quarter, but my guess is they won't see a whole lot of time for the remainder of this game as Hayden Shumway misses a shot. North Summit pulls down the rebound. We're under a minute to go now in this third quarter as scoring for North Summit is number 11, Kate Smith. That makes the score 62-15. All North Summit here today in the girls' game, the first of the two games of this Region 15 doubleheader today. The boys will host North Summit immediately following this one. Here's a two on the way for At City, no good. Rebounded by North Summit. Lady Braves in transition with 25 seconds to go in the quarter. San Juan now nearly knocks the ball away. Now they will get their mitts on it, but it's going to be a foul against San Juan. Thought it might be a jump ball, but instead it'll be the third foul of the day on Sindel At City. And this coming with 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Here is Chadlyn Blomquist, and she puts up a three, no good. Rebound to North Summit, though, so they'll get another opportunity. Shot clock is off. We're down to just 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. On the right side, Lydia West with the basketball. Back to Blomquist. Down to 2 seconds. Here comes a three off the mark from Chaden Sargent, And that'll do it for the third quarter. And it is a 47-point lead for the North Summit Lady Braves, 62-15 as we head into the final quarter. We'll step aside and we'll return to San Juan High School for the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. High school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Red Mechanical specializes in commercial and large residential projects, providing our customers in the Four Corners area with reliable mechanical services since 1989. What was once a local plumbing company based in Blanding has now completed projects all over the Four Corners area. Our goal is to provide outstanding service with the right solutions, using the latest technology to extend equipment life and reduce energy costs. Give us a call, come by, or visit redmechanical.com.
Since 2009, Blue Mountain Hospital has set the standard for rural healthcare, bringing excellence in healing, quality care, and inspired staff to San Juan County. We offer the county's only accredited sleep center, compassionate labor and delivery, top-tier emergency care, and flexible dialysis options. At BMH, our comprehensive services are delivered by a passionate team. Visit bmhutah.org to learn more. We can't wait to meet you.
Welcome back to San Juan High School. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Rhett Sifford welcoming you in. As we get underway in the fourth quarter here, San Juan missing a shot to open us up. As Jordan Jones couldn't score, now San Juan steals it away at midcourt, driving into the bucket, but missing a layup try as Cadence Mitchell. And now a jump ball as North Summit had gotten the ball. And this will go in favor of the Lady Braves, so no turnover here. And inbounding for North Summit is number 14, Natalie Richens. We're going to start seeing all the underclassmen here. I think I'm probably going to sub these girls in at some point so I can find them a little bit easier. Here's a three on the way for Quincy Vernon, no good. Rebounded now by San Juan. All the starters are probably off for the remainder of the game. A lot of points among those starting five. As San Juan misses a three here, I think that was Cadence Mitchell. And we're going to get a foul on San Juan after North Summit rebounded the ball. This will be the fourth on Sindel at City. So she's now in some serious foul trouble. But the Lady Broncos down by 47, so I don't know how much harm it would do. She really should just get her money's worth here and get all five of them this afternoon as Quincy Vernon knocks down a three to make it a 50-point lead now, 65-15. San Juan back in the offensive end. A two from Cadence Mitchell, no good. Rebound bounces to the far side. San Juan corrals it over there. Another three on the way for Maddie Adams, no good. And this one out of bounds in favor of San Juan. So the Lady Broncos will get a third try here on offense. Let's see if we can sub some players in. 4-14. I might have to come back to it as San Juan's we're going to cancel it out. San Juan's going to get it underneath. And Kamaya Fullwood will score her first bucket in I don't know how long. Depending on the injury, she scores the first of at least these last two games. And nice to see her get a couple points. And that makes it 65-17. As the Lady Braves working it in offense here, and Jordan Jones just steals it right away and sends the Lady Broncos coming the other direction. Maddie Adams thought about the left wing three. Instead, she'll send it up top to Fullwood. Now gets a return cross-court pass. She's at the top of the key, hands off right side for Fullwood. She'll go cross-court to At City, drives in and hits the runner. Nice bucket from At City, her first field goal of this game. Makes it 65-19. North Summit back in the offensive end, and up on the left wing they go. Up to the top, Blomquist now. That's Olivia Richens in the ball game, wearing number 23. And now tripping as she went through traffic was Britland Diston, but it didn't make any difference. Natalie Richens hits they give her two, it looks like. So we'll have to get back to the game now. 3 on the way for Maddie Adams, no good. So 14 hit the 3, and there's Jordan Jones scoring for San Juan. So that was a 2, actually. Maddie Adams missed the 3. Rebound for San Juan, and Jordan Jones scoring. Now the ball knocked out of bounds by San Juan in the North Summit offensive end. So it will remain with the Lady Braves. It does look like the clock is continuing to run here in this fourth quarter. So a little bit of a mercy rule situation as there's a 3 shot, no good for Natalie Richens, and on the rebound, San Juan's going to get the ball here. Looks like it was a jump ball rebound for San Juan. 67-21's the score. So all North Summit here today in game 1 of this Region 15 doubleheader. The boys' game scheduled to tip in 40 minutes. They may go a little early as this ball bounces out of bounds in favor of San Juan. Hayden Shumway unable to score on a try from underneath. Let's see if we can get some of these girls in now for North Summit. 4, 5. It's probably going to mainly be the girls that are on the bench in my roster as we get another jump ball in favor of North Summit this time. I think Natalie Richens was in there. Let's see if she's still out there. It looks like it may be number, well, we don't have her. Yep, 14 is in there. And who's the girl I'm missing? There's a shot on the way, and that's good for Natalie Richens. Let's see, 11 is not out there. I can't see who I'm missing. They've got a number 1, and I don't have her on my roster. So how about that? And then they score, San Juan. Did you guys see who scored that? We're going to say Hayden Shumway scored that bucket. Thanks to the Stream Utah guys for helping me out. 69-23 at any rate. Here's a straightaway 3, no good for Maddie Adams. That's what I get for trying to sub girls in for North Summit. As number 1 carry in the basketball now. I got to take a look at the roster and see if I can find out who that is. Looks like that's Chandler Sargent. Chandler Sargent. So a lot of interesting names for North Summit. A lot of them the same, interestingly enough. Here they'll work it to the left wing, and it's Brittlin Diston handing off to Natalie Richens. She'll go cross court to ultimately taking a 3. Olivia Richens, no good. Rebound is put up there, no good again. And it'll go out in favor of San Juan. So with 97 seconds to go, Lady Broncos get the basketball, and they'll work it in. Here's Maddie Adams bouncing it into the middle. They'll go to the right side. Nice touch pass underneath. Hayden Shumway missing the layup. Jordan Jones is fouled on the second try. So good offensive rebounding there for San Juan, and Jones will go to the line to shoot a couple. And I think the foul is on Britt Diston. Let's see if Jones can add to her tally. She does as she makes the first here. She's got 13 points. She has really come on for San Juan in the latter half of this season. She wasn't even playing the first half and now makes both of these. She's got 14 on the day. She was a leading scorer last night as well against Duchesne for San Juan, and it's 69-25 now as the Lady Braves turn the ball over on the far side. Unable to handle that pass was Amy Tholen, so that'll turn it back over to San Juan. Lady Broncos will run it across, and there's Cadence Mitchell with it. Handing down to Hayden Shumway. 3 out of the corner is no good. Rebounded by North Summit, and the Lady Braves will transition. Send it over here on the near side. And again, there's that girl I don't have on my roster. I'll have to call her from here, Chandler Sargent. There's a 3 on the way, no good for Olivia Richens. Rebounded by San Juan. Lady Broncos on the run. And Hayden Shumway, a wide open right wing 3, a little bit short on the shot, rebounded by North Summit. Final 25 seconds here this afternoon. Double dribble on North Summit. We'll turn it back over to San Juan. As the Lady Broncos will suffer a tough loss, getting swept by North Summit this season. They'll fall to 6-15 on the year as the Lady Broncos miss a shot here. And that will do it. Looks like it was a rebound for North Summit. 69-25 is the final. Lady Broncos suffer the tough loss, dropping to 6-15. They were 18th coming into this game. Not sure if that will change any on the region standings. Of course, a tough matchup with the number 1 team in the state in Utah 2A girls basketball. And so we'll take a quick break. We'll return for some unofficial final game stats. And we'll get set up for the boys game. Stay with us. It is a Region 15 doubleheader this afternoon. High school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
Last year I was at my lowest, going through some pretty serious depression. A couple of friends of mine stopped by the house and said they were worried about me. Said they'd feel a lot better if they could hold on to my firearms until things turned around. I think they saved my life.
If your loved ones are struggling, talk to them about temporarily storing their guns away from their home, because things do get better.
Life is a series of cherished moments, filled with milestones that define our journey. Moments of love, joy, and shared experiences. Each moment contributes to our story. As each chapter unfolds, our experiences shape us, defining who we are. When it's time to celebrate a life, ensure your loved ones are remembered with the grace, dignity, and individuality they deserve. San Juan Mortuary, celebrating life, honoring memories, transcending tradition.
As your kids grow up, you can't prevent this, but you can prevent 6 types of cancer.
With the HPV vaccination recommended for boys and girls starting at age 9.
So talk to your doctor and visit cancerutah.org/HPV for more information.
Welcome back to San Juan High School. It is high school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Tough 69-25 loss for the San Juan girls to the North Summit Braves here this afternoon, as the boys teams coming out on the court to warm up for Game 2 of this Region 15 doubleheader today. This should be a battle ahead here as San Juan hosts the number 2 team in the state of Utah. And we're going to take a look at some final game stats from that girls game first. And because they're so unofficial and I missed a bunch of stuff, I'm just going to stick with individual scoring. Hazelyn Murdoch finished the day with 22 points for North Summit, 14 for Ellie Stevens. The starters all left the game for most of the second half. It was an 11-point day for Heartland Richens. 6 points then for Kate Smith. 5-point day for Quincy Vernon. 4 each for Chaden Sargent, Natalie Richens. And then it was 3 points for Chadlyn Blomquist. I tell you, the Chadlins and the Chadlins and the Chadens and the Hazelins and the Heartlands and the, it's getting out of control. Britland, unbelievable with the names for North Summit. I think that touches everybody. The 3-point baskets, there were 4, 1 each for Chadlyn Blomquist and Quincy Vernon. And then Hazelyn Murdoch had 1, so did Heartland Richens. For San Juan, it was Jordan Jones, another great day. She finished the day with 14 points. 3 for Sindel Atcity and 2 each for Davy Mitchell, Hayden Shumway, Cadence Mitchell, and Kamaya Fullwood for San Juan. Lady Broncos did not hit a 3-point basket today. So those are the stats from the girls' game. We'll take another quick break. I'm going to get set up for the boys' game. We'll preview this thing as we are about 30 minutes away from tip here today as San Juan gets set to host the number 2 North Summit Braves this afternoon. Stay with us. High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
You don't have to be sidelined by sports injuries in San Juan County. Precision Rehab provides physical therapy in Monticello and Blanding, as well as Montezuma Creek and Monument Valley, where our therapists have helped athletes of all ages get back in the game since 1996. Precision Rehab is dedicated to restoring you and your loved ones to peak performance when pain and injury slow you down. We offer innovative, effective treatments that make a difference. Treatment is covered by most insurances, including Medicare. Call 435-678-3869 for an appointment. That's 435-678-3869. Or find out more at PrecisionRehabUtah.com.
Here at Lyle Northern Electric, we take pride in our highly qualified team, dedicated to serving our community. Whether you need commercial, residential, or solar electrical services, our certified experts are ready to meet your needs. We are proud to support our community, especially our youth and high school athletics. Lyle Northern Electric, serving our community since 1957.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, we're proud to sponsor San Juan High School athletics.
Looking to buy, sell, or refinance your home or property? Ask for the professionals at Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency. Anderson Oliver Title has provided title insurance and real estate closing services in San Juan and Grand Counties for 25 years. Anderson Oliver Title isn't just another out-of-town company. It's the only locally owned and operated title company in southeastern Utah. The owners and employees at Anderson Oliver Title are excited to support our communities and are proud to support high school athletics and activities.
Did Santa deliver some new Wi-Fi hungry gadgets? Emory Telecom has you covered. Switch to Emory Telecom eFiber Internet right now for free installation and equipment, no term contracts, and discounts for qualified households. Plus, new customers get their first 2 months of internet free. Give Emory Telecom a call right now, 298-8023 in San Juan County, 259-8521 in Moab, or visit EmoryTelecom.com. Emory Telecom, your local advantage.
Blue Mountain Foods is Monticello's hometown grocer and a proud supporter of our schools and sports teams. Blue Mountain Foods offers a full-service meat department, fresh deli, bakery, curbside pickup, and more. Check BlueMTNFoods.com for weekly specials and online shopping. Blue Mountain Foods is open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday at 64 West Center Street. Blue Mountain Foods, Monticello's hometown grocer.
No matter what you've got planned for the weekend, a home makeover, a landscaping project, a backyard barbecue, your neighbors at Red's Ace Hardware in Blanding have what you need. You'll find great buys on paint, tools, and yard and garden supplies. Not to mention grills, patio furniture, and pool care essentials. We carry top brands like Clark & Kensington, Craftsman, Scotts & Weber, and our helpful associates can answer all your questions. For national brands and local expertise, you can always count on Red's Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Desert Rivers Credit Union is proud to team up with the communities in our corner of the state. A nationwide network of ATMs and branches, full line of mortgage products, local decision-making, low fees, and great rates for every credit score are just a few of the things we bring to the team. And to top it off, we are for people, not profit. Come by and meet our team at one of our 4 branch locations or visit DesertRiversCU.com. We love our communities and are proud to support our youth.
Here at Utah Naval Health System, our mission statement is we exist to improve your quality of life through comprehensive, self-empowered, culturally sensitive, and amazing customer service.
TaylorMade Wooden Heritage is the Four Corners source for high-quality, beautiful, and long-lasting custom residential and commercial cabinetry for over 50 years. TaylorMade Monuments designs custom monuments and headstones crafted with care and artistry to honor your loved ones for generations. TaylorMade is family-owned and operated and offers competitive pricing. Call them today for a free quote. 435-678-2523. TaylorMade Wooden Heritage and TaylorMade Monuments, proud sponsors of San Juan High School sports.
Welcome back live to San Juan High School. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. A doubleheader today between a couple of Region 15 rivals and a long trip for the North Summit Braves, who have come all the way down and beat Grand County last night and are looking to sweep the weekend here today at San Juan High School. Let's take a look at these teams as we come in, and we've already mentioned it a couple times that the Broncos will have their hands full today. The girls obviously already did. They lost their matchup 69-25, dropping to 6-15 on the season. For the boys, North Summit is number 2 in the state with a 16-3 record. And they are riding a 13-game win streak coming into this ball game. Looking at the matchup between the two teams a couple weeks ago on January 10th, and it was a 66-55 win for North Summit, and the Broncos were just really unable to stay close in that one. North Summit held them at arm's length the entire time, and we'll see if the Broncos can break through on their home gym today. I know they feel good after the win last night against Duchesne. We'll see what they can do here today against the Braves, against a tough Braves squad. And we'll take a look at their leading scorers here, or just some stats here for the North Summit Braves. And it is Trevor Richens leading the way with an average of over 16 points per game. And they've got 3 players in double-digit average. Buck Sargent, you got to give it up for that name. I tell you what, Buck Sargent, I don't know how many times I'll get to say that today, but that's just impressive right there for us old guys and us Army veterans. But over 12.5 points for him on the season per game, and Jake Smith has an average of over 12 points a game as well. Then it's Keston Richens with an average of over 6.5 PPG. Chase Padfield, the junior, has an average of 5 points per game. Then as far as long-range shooting, they've got 4 players in double-digit made 3-point baskets, and some of these stats may be off. I think they're missing a couple games, but we're going with what we've got. Jake Smith had 16, I think, coming into this weekend. Trevor Richens and Keston Richens, both with 15 apiece. Chase Padfield with 14 threes on the year, and Buck Sargent had 7. On the boards, Buck Sargent leading the way with 153 rebounds. That's, I don't know what the average is. It was out of 17 games. Trevor Richens, 115. Tate Richens, 60 rebounds. Keston Richens with 50. And Jake Smith had 48, I think, coming into this weekend, or maybe into games last week. And so that's a quick look at the stats here for the North Summit boys as they get set to take on San Juan here today in the San Juan High School gym. We're just a little bit under 20 minutes to go before tip tonight or this afternoon, so we're going to continue, obviously, the High School Hoops pregame show. We'll take another break, and we will talk a little bit about the San Juan Broncos. We may get an opportunity to take a look at the other games going on in the area as well, so stay with us. It is High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
San Juan County Adult Education empowers students to gain the technical, business, or college skills necessary to enter the workforce. At San Juan County Adult Education, adult learners are given the opportunity to reach their personal, educational, and career goals. Students can earn a high school diploma, obtain a GED, increase their wage earning potential, and decrease barriers to self-reliance. To learn more, visit any USU Learning Center in San Juan County or email Gina Grover at jgrover@sjsd.org.
Compared to the vocational schools of the past, today's career and technical education courses span nearly every industry, including health science, business, digital arts, and computer science. CTE students learn valuable, real-world technical skills with a solid academic foundation while exploring career options or pursuing their passions. Did you know San Juan School District offers 19 CTE pathways for secondary students? To learn more, talk to a school counselor or CTE teacher today.
Holiday Construction is your one-stop source for gravel, concrete, excavation services, and custom hauling. We've proudly served San Juan County with quality and dedication for over 40 years. Call Holiday Construction today at 435-678-2028. We're proud supporters of high school sports and our community.
The San Juan Credit Union, providing exceptional financial products in southeastern Utah for over 60 years, is proud to support our local high schools. With branches in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff, along with an ATM in Montezuma Creek, access to those products is easier than ever. The San Juan Credit Union offers checking and saving accounts, bill pay, a wide array of loans, and much more, all on a full-service website and mobile app. Plus, they're federally insured by the National Credit Union Association. The San Juan Credit Union. Your money, your future, your credit union.
Get the resources and quality of a big school education and the support of a smaller school at Utah State Blanding. Explore over 70 degree and certificate programs to find your perfect fit and experience personalized learning with small class sizes and dedicated faculty while getting the classic college experience. A Utah State education is affordable too, thanks to competitive tuition and tons of scholarship opportunities. Visit blanding.usu.edu to learn more about becoming an Aggie in Blanding.
Let's talk cancer. Monticello, Utah. If you lived, worked, or attended school in Monticello, Utah from 1941 to 2002 for at least 3 years, you might have a higher cancer risk from uranium tailing exposure. Apply to get a free cancer screening today. One screening could bring peace of mind to you, your friends, and family members, help spread the word, and save a life. Screenings are available for a limited time through San Juan Public Health. Call today, 435-587-3838, or visit sanjuanpublichealth.org to apply.
San Juan Building Supply has offered a full range of building supplies to San Juan County for more than 32 years. From the start of your project to the finish, San Juan Building Supply has high-quality products for all your needs, and they can deliver. Drop by 1050 South Main Street in Blanding, call 678-2000, or visit sjvs.com. San Juan Building Supply, a proud sponsor of our local teams.
Red Mechanical specializes in commercial and large residential projects, providing our customers in the Four Corners area with reliable mechanical services since 1989. What was once a local plumbing company based in Blanding has now completed projects all over the Four Corners area. Our goal is to provide outstanding service with the right solutions, using the latest technology to extend equipment life and reduce energy costs. Give us a call, come by, or visit redmechanical.com.
Welcome back live to San Juan High School. It is High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Pre-game show now for Game 2 of this Region 15 doubleheader today. The girls and boys of San Juan hosting the tough North Summit Braves this afternoon. And the girls suffering a 69-25 loss, and the boys trying to avoid that today. It was a game that San Juan lost 66-55 back on January 10th in North Summit's gym. And, of course, San Juan coming off a nice win over Duchesne last night and looking to follow suit here today. They beat Duchesne 47-33, and it's Rhett Sifford welcoming you in, joined now by Bobby Bowering. And, Bobby, they did officially make it 47-33 last night, so I'm disappointed to report. I guess that was a three-point basket, but I've already told everybody I'm going to never stop talking about that. But no,
Did you
I've
go
got
back and watch it? Was it for sure?
You know, I never did go back and watch it. I
never
should have.
did either.
And it may not have even been that bucket. I have no idea where that came from. I won't argue, though. Once it's on Max Preps, it's official.
That's funny.
I mean, as you know, once it comes out the mouth of an official, it's official.
That's
so basically,
true.
that's it.
There ain't no change in their minds.
Well, let's take a look at some of the stats for these teams. We've already talked about North Summit, but just taking a look at the Broncos and scoring last night. How about the game that Jagger Neves had? He led scoring for San Juan with 13 points. Jayton Knight had 11 last night against Duchesne. Jake Ivins with 9. Cole Duke and Trip Palmer both had 6. And it was a 2-point night for Cash Palmer. And really what we noticed, I think, is they worked as a team. They spread it out really well. You can see that by the stat sheet on the scoring. And they backed each other up. They were patient. They did a great job on the rebounding last night. I think if this team can play like they did last night, they can give these guys today a run for their money. They're number 2 in the state. So
no, I agree with you. And it does make it tough when you can't key on just one certain individual. So look to San Juan to kind of come out here with that same approach and see if they can get everybody involved early and share the ball, play good defense, rebound, and do all those things that you talked about. And I agree with you. I think if they do that San Juan's not going to back down from anybody. So
yeah, we know they're a tough team. We know they're resilient. We know they're physical. If they can get all that employed here today, I think it'll bode well for them. They, with the win over Duchesne last night, improved to 9-11 on the season. I don't know that they improved their standing as far as RPI. I know they were 14th coming in last night. I think I took a look at it. I'm not sure. I don't know that it really matters. Ultimately, you just basically got to take care of business here against North Summit today. I like the Beetlejuice warm-up pants here for North Summit. That's pretty loud out there. I'm sure they'll be tearing those off pretty soon. But we've still got about 11 and a half minutes before we're set for the national anthem here and the call of the starters tonight. Just continuing to talk about San Juan a little, and 9-11 on the season. After today, it'll just be 2 games left on this regular season against Monticello and Grand County next week to close it out. So key games for these San Juan Broncos down the stretch, and obviously to get an upset today against the number 2 team in the state would be huge for the Broncos. I know I took a look at North Summit's ranking, so San Juan's still 14th? Or?
Yep, San Juan's still sitting at 14 after last night. It looks like we're pretty tight right in there with Beaver and Parowan and Raw. I mean, there's 4 or 5 teams right there all within 100th of a point. So.
Yeah, and who knows, obviously they're going to take it down next week, I think, for the last week of the regular season, which is always so ridiculous to me, but that's just my opinion out there on the airwaves. But
you got to have that shock factor.
That's
here.
right, I guess. And a win today, obviously looking for an upset. We heard Coach Easton Nielsen last night talking about, we believe we're as good as these guys. We believe we can hang with these guys. And so for them, it's not necessarily, underdog-minded. But to me, I do like the fact that, this team is favored to win today. You can relax on that, really not a lot of pressure. A lot of times when you're the top team, you have that pressure. When you're expected to win, you have that pressure. I think for me, that would maybe let me play a little bit looser and maybe have a little bit more fun out here today.
Yeah, I mean, they've got absolutely nothing to lose here today. And for San Juan, every season you kind of look for a couple of those key wins. And I think if they could come in and get this upset here today, it would be a key win for them just on the season, but it would come at a really good time for the Broncos, trying to see if they can get themselves some momentum going into the playoffs next week. So
yeah, momentum's huge. We've discussed that a few times. It's a momentum game, both during the game and then, of course, picking up wins. And it's mental, especially as you head down the stretch. If you get a win like this today, that would could really propel you into the playoffs in a couple weeks. So
yeah, and I know San Juan, I don't know if I'd really call it a huge rivalry or anything, but in basketball, I feel like there's a little bit of something extra here with North Summit. They bounced us out of the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
They've had a couple of heated, emotional games with these guys before, so I expect this one to be a pretty exciting one tonight.
All right, we'll take one more break. We'll see how this goes. We might get a chance to mention some other games that are going on in the area. It is the High School Hoops pregame show as we get set for Game 2 of this Region 15 doubleheader this afternoon. The San Juan boys getting set to host the North Summit Braves in what should be a fun battle here this afternoon. Stay with us. High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Since 2009, Blue Mountain Hospital has set the standard for rural health care, bringing excellence in healing, quality care, and inspired staff to San Juan County. We offer the county's only accredited sleep center, compassionate labor and delivery, top-tier emergency care, and flexible dialysis options. At BMH, our comprehensive services are delivered by a passionate team. Visit bmhutah.org to learn more. We can't wait to meet you.
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
Last year I was at my lowest, going through some pretty serious depression. A couple of friends of mine stopped by the house and said they were worried about me. Said they'd feel a lot better if they could hold on to my firearms until things turned around. I think they saved my life.
If your loved ones are struggling, talk to them about temporarily storing their guns away from their home, because things do get better.
Life is a series of cherished moments, filled with milestones that define our journey. Moments of love, joy, and shared experiences. Each moment contributes to our story. As each chapter unfolds, our experiences shape us, defining who we are. When it's time to celebrate a life, ensure your loved ones are remembered with the grace, dignity, and individuality they deserve. San Juan Mortuary, celebrating life, honoring memories, transcending tradition.
As your kids grow up, you can't prevent this, but you can prevent 6 types of cancer. With the HPV vaccination recommended for boys and girls starting at age 9. So talk to your doctor and visit cancerutah.org/HPV for more information.
You don't have to be sidelined by sports injuries in San Juan County. Precision Rehab provides physical therapy in Monticello and Blanding, as well as Montezuma Creek and Monument Valley, where our therapists have helped athletes of all ages get back in the game since 1996. Precision Rehab is dedicated to restoring you and your loved ones to peak performance when pain and injury slow you down. We offer innovative, effective treatments that make a difference. Treatment is covered by most insurances, including Medicare. Call 435-678-3869 for an appointment. That's 435-678-3869. Or find out more at PrecisionRehabUtah.com.
Here at Lyle Northern Electric, we take pride in our highly qualified team, dedicated to serving our community. Whether you need commercial, residential, or solar electrical services, our certified experts are ready to meet your needs. We are proud to support our community, especially our youth and high school athletics. Lyle Northern Electric, serving our community since 1957.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, we're proud to sponsor San Juan High School athletics.
Looking to buy, sell, or refinance your home or property? Ask for the professionals at Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency. Anderson Oliver Title has provided title insurance and real estate closing services in San Juan and Grand counties for 25 years. Anderson Oliver Title isn't just another out-of-town company. It's the only locally owned and operated title company in southeastern Utah. The owners and employees at Anderson Oliver Title are excited to support our communities and are proud to support high school athletics and activities.
Welcome back to San Juan High School. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Rhett Sifford and Bobby Bowering with you this afternoon as the San Juan boys get set to host the number 2 North Summit Braves this afternoon. The number 1 girls team for North Summit beating the San Juan girls team earlier this afternoon, 69-25, the final on that. We've got some scores from last night, just going to run right down the list. And this North Summit team beat Grand County last night, 75-59. Montezuma Cortez boys continue to roll. They beat Monte Vista, 76-65. Monument Valley boys losing to Escalante last night, 89-50. Of course, the San Juan boys getting set to play here beat Duchesne 47-33. In a battle between local rivals last night, Green River continues to roll. They beat Whitehorse 72-43 in a 1A Region 19 battle, along with a local rivalry showdown. On the girls' side last night, the San Juan girls losing to Duchesne 58-23. Monticello girls losing at Bryce Valley 53-35. Grand County girls losing to North Summit 75-35. Dolores girls losing to Telluride 27-23. So not a really good night last night for our girls teams. I don't know, man. If you're the North Summit girls, are you bored? I mean, nobody's really challenging you. They win their games by 40 points. Yeah. It's out of control. I mean, they're definitely elite in 2A girls basketball in Utah for sure.
Yeah, you can see why after watching that game today.
Well, today we've got a lot of action going on. We've already mentioned a couple times the Monticello boys are hosting Escalante, and that game's going to be tipping at 1:30 on StreamUtah.Live. So you can check that one out. You can have that one streaming while you're streaming ours too. Just going right down the list, the Dove Creek boys are at Telluride today. Grand County boys, of course, are hosting Duchesne as these two teams trade places down here in southeastern Utah. Mancos boys are at Ridgeway this afternoon. Montezuma Cortez boys at Bayfield. On the girls' side, it's a lot the same. A lot of the girls and boys teams are together. Dove Creek at Telluride. Grand County girls are also hosting Duchesne. Mancos girls are at Ridgeway. The Montezuma Cortez girls at Bayfield. In fact, this is all the same other than the Monticello girls are at Valley today, and the San Juan girls already played. We do have a little wrestling going on. Mancos is at the Meeker tournament today. Dove Creek and Nucla are at the Valley Classic in Center High School. Looks like we're going to be set for the national anthem, so we'll turn up the mic and let you hear this here on the broadcast. That was a beautiful rendition of the national anthem. Can you help me know who that was?
So that is Amory Black, and that's actually my little cousin.
Okay, there you go. She's a good singer, so
killed it.
That might beat Jayton Knight's rendition last night.
Sorry, Jayton, but if you disagree with that, you're delusional.
All right, here's the starters, and we're going to start it off with North Summit. It'll be, I thought that was number 1, but that's not. We'll go with number 12 since I see him. 5'11 senior guard Trevor Richens. Number 14, 6-foot senior center forward and guard, Tate Richens. Number 20, senior guard, Jake Smith. Number 22, 6'4", senior forward and center, Buck Sargent. And I don't know if that was number 11, Chase Padfield, or who that first guy was. We'll get it when we see him on the floor. Here come the San Juan starters now. And it'll be number 0, 6'3", junior center, George McNaughton. And number 2, 6'1", junior guard, Jagger Neves. Number 3, 5'10", senior guard, Jake Ivins. Number 31, 6'1", junior guard, Cole Duke. And finally, number 5, 6'1", senior forward, Jayton Knight. As we get set to tip it off this afternoon, and I still can't see this kid's number. There it is, 11.
There you go.
So we've got it figured out. It's almost like I guess that's black. It almost looks like navy blue. In years past, they've been purple with yellow numbers, but not this year, as Trip Palmer wins the opening tip, and San Juan will possess to start us off here this afternoon, and the Broncos looking to draw first blood on North Summit as Cole Duke gets it high on the right wing, hands to Ivins, and now back to Duke, goes into the corner. Palmer was open for a moment, spins away from the D to the hole, missed the shot off the glass, and another try, no good for George McNaughton. A couple opportunities there for San Juan, but unable to connect.
Man, good job crashing the boards there by George. George getting the start tonight, and like to see that one fall, but hopefully that's just one that doesn't go down for him, and he'll get the rest to go.
Yeah, and I mentioned Jayton, but he did not start tonight, so I've got that wrong. And I guess maybe this is, I don't know, that can't be due to senior night because he's a senior. So let's see, we got to get this in here now. We've got a player crashing down out of bounds. The ball comes out of bounds in favor of North Summit. I didn't see what happened under there. Coach Nielsen thinking that was a tip, but I tell you what, that was some hard-fought battle underneath.
Yeah, Jake not agreeing with that call over there. Comes back late, though, because he's waiting on the call and ends up getting a steal.
Boy, you talk about the rivalry. This is already physical, and we're going to have our first foul of the afternoon on Jake Smith for North Summit. I think I probably missed a couple things there, and I've also got a sub-Trip Palmer in the game here, so now I've got it straight. I know Jayton will see some time this afternoon as well, but San Juan set to inbound after the North Summit foul, and we're back underway. Jake Ivins with it in the midcourt circle. We're still looking for our first points of the afternoon. Is this going to be a foul or just the ball kicked?
Yep, kick ball.
By Chase Padfield, so it will stay with San Juan on the near sideline with 28 on the shot clock. As Ivins gets it into Jagger Neves, he's in the backcourt, have to work it back across, and he does. Hands off on the move to Duke. Duke hands off to Palmer as they reverse. He goes to the baseline. He's fouled as he goes up with the runner. He'll go to the line and shoot a couple.
Yeah, good job by Tripp, kind of just putting his head down and getting down in the lane. That's 2 possessions in a row that looks like Tripp's really trying to emphasize getting down low and getting that game going early on, which I think is smart. So,
second foul against North Summit already, and that's on Trevor Richens. And Trip Palmer unable to connect on his first foul shot. So we're still looking for our first points of the afternoon. As Palmer at the line, we'll shoot one more.
Yeah, hopefully San Juan will be able to get things to fall from the foul line today. I mean, this is a type of game that you can't really afford to be missing those free ones. So,
and the Broncos do open the scoring with one foul shot from Trip Palmer, so they're up 1-0. Braves with it back in the offensive end, and on the right side now, here's Padfield. He'll go cross court for Richens. That's Tate Richens. There's a bunch of Richens on both the girls and boys, a bunch of Sargents. And so it's a Richens and Sargent collection, I think, in Colville at North Summit. There's a nice baseline drive. Missing the layup was Jake Smith, and then he had his shot stuffed on the second attempt as San Juan gets the first block of the basketball game. It was an offensive rebound for North Summit. Then they rebounded defensively, San Juan did, but now the Broncos throw the ball away in their offensive end.
Yeah, and that's just a bad turnover there by San Juan. And again, that's just one of those things that you can't afford to do in a game like this today. They were able to get away with no points on that defensive possession, and you want to be able to make sure to capitalize on those, and they didn't.
So North Summit with it back in their offensive end, and here's Padfield on the left wing. Rises up, now will hand off, and there's Jake Smith driving into traffic, takes a hit, goes down, draws a foul on Jagger Neves. This is a lot like two football teams going against each other. He's a bunch of muscles out there, and I mean, yeah, North Summit's a good football team as well. So
yeah, I wish we could have got them on the schedule this year.
Yeah. And now we got a little bit of shoe maintenance going on there for Jagger Neves. A little bit of timeout. Now we're back underway as Buck Sargent takes an inbound pass, but San Juan steals it away. Jagger Neves on the run to the hole, but he can't get the finger roll to go. And San Juan misses an opportunity there on a close-in shot. It's rebounded by North Summit. Neither team has made a field goal yet. We are over 2.5 minutes in. And there's a fade that will roll off ultimately, and San Juan gets the rebound. That was Buck Sargent. Took a long time to roll off the rim.
Yeah, San Juan's been doing a really good job early on here defensively. Just a lot of contested shots, making things tough.
That's what we saw last night with the defense as well. And now Cole Duke will draw a foul. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, they just got to see if they can get that to transition over to the offensive side here and see if they can make them count.
Yeah, a couple inside, layups have been missed by both teams, and that's uncharacteristic, I think, for both teams. And obviously, they'll try to get in rhythm as the game goes along, but you like to have those go if you're San Juan for sure. Cole Duke makes it 2-0 as he hits the first of his 2 foul shots. So the Broncos have a 2-0 lead. We're almost 3 minutes in. Neither team has scored a field goal. Duke's second shot is short, rebounded by North Summit, and the Braves will run it across. Jake Smith handing off to Buck Sargent. Man, he's all of 6'4". And another miss by Tate Richens this time, but it does draw a foul on San Juan's Jake Ivins. And Richens will go to the line to see if he can get his team on the board.
Man, we've already gone to the foul line as much this first quarter as I think we did the first half last game, so it might be tell of things to come for the game.
And Richens missed the first of the 2 foul shots here, so North Summit still looking for their first point. As Richens' second shot bounces off, but he gets his own rebound and hits the jumper.
Man.
That's a tough one there for San Juan.
Yeah, have the kid miss 2 foul shots and give him a rebound right back and give him a chance to convert on that. That's tough.
Now Cole Duke finds himself open going to the bucket, misses the layup, but he draws a foul as well. It's interesting the difference between a couple officiating crews makes. And Buck Sargent will be guilty of his first. That's the 4th now for North Summit. And you're right, nobody got close to going into the bonus last night, Bobby. So we're in new territory here today as Cole Duke gets a nice friendly roll on his first foul shot. San Juan regains their lead 3-2. Second shot on the way from Duke, and that one bounces off. Rebounded by North Summit. So 1 point lead again for San Juan. 4.5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. And over on the far side, that is number 1 now. In for North Summit, that's Tegan Johnson. And there's a shot no good from the middle, Tate Richens. I tell you what, the shooting is cold for both teams here in this first quarter. Trip Palmer thought about the 3 from outside, and now he'll go to Cole Duke. Thought he would get a return pass, but it's deflected. Now the Broncos battle for it in the corner. Palmer with that size goes up over the defense, gets it to Duke. Now he's open in the corner for 3, airballs it, and it's rebounded by North Summit. Man, I need to pause right now and look at the shooting from the floor for both of these teams. They've got 1, North Summit. I think San Juan only has 1 also. Oh, they don't have any. San Juan hasn't had any field goals in this game.
All foul shots.
Yep.
Yeah, kind of a sloppy game for both teams to start off. Be looking to see who can kind of get themselves into any sort of a rhythm here.
And here's a drive for Johnston. Can't get the layup to go. And San Juan will take it the other direction. Ivins on the run through traffic. Kicks to Trip Palmer, and he knocks down the 3. So that's a exclamation point on your first bucket from the field today.
Well, that's good if we can get Tripp shooting the ball like that here to start off early. He's going to have a lot of those opportunities throughout the game.
And North Summit works it back into the offensive end. Here's a 3 on the way for Padfield. No. Whistle on the rebound. Going to be a foul on North Summit's Tegan Johnston. I don't know how to pronounce this. I don't know if you want to look at it, and it's either Tegan or Tegan, so I don't know. Maybe I'll go with Tegan. It'll be his foul. Taegen. I might have to ask a North Summit fan over here. We'll see. But Tripp Palmer will go to the line as that puts San Juan in the bonus. So, tell you what, 5 fouls already for North Summit in this game. And we'll see if Tripp Palmer can take advantage. He does hit the first, nothing but net, makes it 7-2. So the Broncos have opened up a 5-point lead. A lot of game left, obviously. So Tripp Palmer wants to add to it right here.
Yeah, San Juan finding themselves at the foul line quite a bit here early on.
And like we talked about last night, that's part of their game plan. As Palmer makes both of them here, so the Broncos have a 6-point lead, 8-2. Under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Johnston with it for North Summit. They'll hand off, and now on to Buck Sargent, top of the key. Over to Johnston again. Top of the key now for Padfield. Right wing, Sargent takes the three and knocks that down. 8-5 as that pulls them back to within 3. San Juan running. Here's Jagger Neves, spots Tripp Palmer under the basket. He caught the ball actually directly under the basket. With his size, he stretches out to the side and lays it up and in off the glass.
Yeah, that's a good backdoor cut there from Tripp, and good job for Jagger to see him. I think Tripp was pointing up like he wanted an alley-oop, but I think that was the right decision there by Jagger, just giving the ball down low.
So North Summit trying to answer. Here's a drive by Padfield. High with the dribble. They let it go, and he goes to the bucket, lays it up and in. Now we're starting to see some field goals in this game.
Yeah, both teams kind of finding a little bit of a rhythm here offensively.
Jagger Neves takes a pass cross court from Ivins. Dribbles to the free throw line, pulls up and hits the 10-footer.
And Jagger continuing where he was last night again, just that little mid-range shot of his. He's kind of got that thing dialed in here the last couple games.
North Summit with it back in the offensive end on their side. Buck Sargent, looks like they got it to number 15, Coulter Richens, who missed that shot, rebounded by San Juan. I guess tell you what, it's hard when the iPad doesn't listen to you. Now we've got San Juan back in the offensive end, losing the basketball as Tripp Palmer couldn't keep a hold of it. Now North Summit will run the floor, and drawing a foul here is Crew Richens. Tell you what, everybody who comes in off the bench is a Richens or a Sargent for this team. Look at all these Richens and Sargents down here.
Oh, man, that's too funny. I was curious to see what they're going to give him on that, if they're going to give him the shooting foul or they're going to do on the floor, but they're going to give him 2 shots here.
Yeah, that's interesting. And that's Jayton Knight just came into the game in time to just get a foul.
And we got substitutions coming in here. We got Baylor and Cash coming in for the first time here this game. So
there's a foul shot good for Jake Smith. I didn't see if he made the first. Looks like he did, so that makes it 12-9. And San Juan now back in the offensive end with it. Jagger Neves makes a move, dishes into the corner for Knight. Knight drives into the lane, kicks it up top for Palmer. Jagger Neves is open in the corner, but they closed in on him too quick. He'll dribble, now pick it up, hands off to Tripp Palmer. Palmer spins into the lane, and they say he was fouled by Buck Sargent. And so that will put Tripp to the line again, and the Broncos are all right with that.
yeah, and that's going to be 2 on Buck Sargent here pretty early on. And I think last year when they came down here, he had himself in foul trouble pretty quick against 2. So
This was the game when the refs were running out after the game to save their own lives, right?
I think so. We had about like 8 people that fouled out at the end of the game.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay,
so,
well.
I mean, you can already kind of feel some North Summit fans getting a little bit.
Yeah. There's Tripp Palmer takes advantage here, makes the first of 2 foul shots. So the Broncos are in the bonus for the duration. We've still got a minute to go in this first quarter. And he makes both, so the Broncos are hot from the line, that's for sure. Palmer's already up to 10 points. San Juan leads 14-9. Just under a minute to go in the quarter. We get some debris on the field. I don't know if that was someone's French fry or what.
I'm not sure what that
came
was.
Down there, but That'll be taken off, and we'll reset here. 56 seconds to go in the opening quarter. And North Summit sets it up. Well, they had a man open down low, but Richens didn't take the shot, and they'll put up a three from Jake Smith, no good. San Juan pulls down the rebound, and Jake Knight is immediately fouled.
That was pretty quick. Over the top of his back, and again, we're going to be right back to the foul line for San Juan.
And that's on Coulter Richens. So 7 fouls in the quarter now for North Summit. And San Juan will go to the line. And getting a roll is Baylor Nielsen. So he had just come in the game. I thought it was Jayton Knight who was fouled, but Baylor Nielsen is on the score sheet now with 1 point. And it's 15-9 for San Juan. He misses the second. Rebounded by San Juan, I thought. No, it was North Summit, and stepping out of bounds was Coulter Richens, and so that will give it back to San Juan.
Yeah, we're not even out of the first quarter here, and we've got North Summit's coach getting pretty animated down here. We've got their fans I can hear through the headset.
And now Cole Duke knocks down a three ball here, makes it 18-9 as San Juan takes advantage. They left Baylor Nielsen wide open. He missed the three. The Broncos rebounded it. And then Cole Duke gets the three. So San Juan is up by 9 points in this one. And now a shot on the move here for Smith won't go, but he'll go to the line as he draws a foul on San Juan's Jagger Neves, and that's Neves' second.
Yeah, Neves is going to find himself in some foul trouble here too, so Jake Ivins is going to come in.
And so it's Jake Smith at the line for San Juan, and he makes the first of two. So that makes it 18-10. Smith will shoot one more. On the way and good for Smith. So make it 18-11. And San Juan quickly back in the offensive end. Man, they're going to leave Cole Duke wide open. He missed the three. Rebounded by North Summit. They're on the run. That Jake Smith is tough to contain. He misses a little hook shot as he was going out of bounds at the buzzer. San Juan actually rebounded it. And that's the way the quarter ends. A 7-point lead for the hometown San Juan Broncos through the first 8 minutes. 18-11. We'll return to San Juan High School. Stay with us. High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Did Santa deliver some new Wi-Fi hungry gadgets? Emory Telecom has you covered. Switch to Emory Telecom eFiber Internet right now for free installation and equipment, no term contracts, and discounts for quality.
Can you guys move up to a different row? It's knocking all our equipment.
Hello, my name is David Palmer, and I am the Parks and Recreation Director for the City of Blanding.
Hi, my name is Sylvia Stubbs. As a recently elected San Juan County Commissioner,
We are so excited to collaborate with SJC PAC Coalition and San Juan Counseling to bring parents-empowered messaging to our beautiful Wellness Center pool area.
Parents Empowered is a Utah campaign designed to help parents understand the power they have in reducing the risk of underage drinking.
Survey data tells us that youth perception of risk in San Juan County in all grades went from 83.6% in 2019 to 68.3% in 2021. This means our kids don't understand the damage that alcohol and...
That is not what I played. Welcome back live to San Juan High School. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. I didn't see who scored that bucket right there.
It was turnover.
It was a turnover.
Turnover,
okay.
So San Juan gets a turnover coming
Thank
right
you
out of the
very
quarter.
much for helping me out. So the Broncos get the basketball. Trip Palmer has it now. San Juan has the 18-11 lead. And now here's Jake Ivins handing off to Cole Duke. He's got a three-pointer here today. Ivins gets a return pass from Duke. On the baseline, goes back to Duke. Left wing three, rolls in.
Good hometown roll right there for Cole Duke.
And the Broncos are up by 10, 21-11. Not quite a minute into the second quarter. Here's a three, and that goes for Tate Richens. So he answers, 21-14, back to a 7-point lead. Trip Palmer on the drive through the double team. He's fouled as he goes up. And he'll go to the line and shoot again. Already another foul here in this second quarter. That'll be on Tate Richens.
Yeah, Trip Palmer's doing a really, really good job being aggressive with the basketball and getting himself to the foul line, and he's doing a great job knocking them down tonight too. So.
And we'll see if he can connect this time. He's got 10 points, make it 11 as he does. And he stays hot from the foul line. Palmer toes the line, second shot on the way, nothing but net. And the Bronco junior has 12 points. San Juan's up 23-14, just over a minute into the second quarter. And Jake Smith yelling at his teammates, trying to get him in position here. He's the quarterback of this offense, it would seem. Rising up for the three ball, missing was Trevor Richens. Rebounded by San Juan, and the Broncos can add to their lead. Palmer goes right side for Knight, up top for Cole Duke. Fake the three, goes through. I thought a lot of physical contact there as he went up. No foul called. He missed the shot. And the rebound went out of bounds off North Summit.
Yeah, I like that move by Cole. He's had a couple three-pointers and kind of like making that ball fake and putting the foot in the ground and trying to get down.
Yeah, he definitely sucked the defense to him there. That opened it up a little. Trip Palmer has it now up top. Right side for Duke. This time he will take the three. Misses, and the rebound is knocked out of bounds by Tate Richens, so the Broncos will get it again with a fresh shot clock.
And the Broncos having a couple opportunities here. They got to make this one count down here on this possession.
Ivins he had Baylor Nielsen wide open, but he goes into traffic. Jake Knight says, I'll give it to you, Baylor. And Baylor airballed the three there, and now North Summit can't keep the ball going out of bounds in their transition play, so that'll turn it back over to San Juan.
No, you can tell early on that's kind of North Summit's game plan. They want to get out running, especially this number 20 kid. He's really quick down the court, and they haven't had tons of success with it, but I'm sure they're going to keep going to it tonight, so San Juan needs to make sure they're ready for it.
Broncos have it in the offensive end. Here's Baylor Nielsen. Bounces it down to the baseline. Jake Knight in traffic. His shot went up under the rim there, it looked like, and bounced off now. Trip Palmer, for good measure, just absolutely rejects a shot that didn't count.
Yeah, why not?
That was hilarious. And we get a foul on, I think, Jayton on the play.
Yeah, that looks like it was.
It'll be his second, so North Summit will reset from the baseline, and they get it in. Working it on the perimeter now. Crew Richens is in there. Hands off to Jake Smith. Now Smith will go inside, back down to Crew in the corner, and Crew Richens hits the three.
San Juan's mostly been playing a man-to-man defense and kind of switched to that 2-3 zone there and left that corner wide open.
I'm sorry, that wasn't Crew. Yeah, that was Crew Richens, 21.
Yep.
And now Jake Knight has it for San Juan. So Richens comes in off the bench, and he's on the stat sheet immediately. Nice little pass. Backdoor cut for Cole Duke, and he lays it up and in from the left side, 25-17.
That's a great job by Cole by making that cut, but Tripp actually had a great screen down low, too, to kind of open that up for Cole.
And we're going to get an off-the-ball offensive foul here on Coulter Richens, which will be his second. I think he said 15, and Richens is going to come out.
Yep,
so that's two. That is two on North Summit in the quarter. We're not halfway through the second quarter yet. 5 minutes to go in this frame. A 25-17 lead for San Juan, who have put together a couple good games here at home this weekend. Long way to go in this one for sure against the number 2 team in the state. Jake Ivins is open for a three. Missed that one. Rebound and a putback for Jagger Neves, though, and a foul.
Man, Jagger, great job there, and he's done that all season long. He's been hitting the offensive rebounds so good, and what a great opportunity for him there. Good putback. Hopefully make 3 out of this.
And that is the second on Jake Smith. So 3 for North Summit in the quarter, and we'll see if Jagger Neves can add the foul shot here. He's up to 4 points. Gets a hometown roll, make it 5 for the junior, and indeed the Broncos have increased the lead to 11 here, 28-17. 4:40 to go in the first half. Now man gets open. Tate Richens goes to the baseline, missed the floater, but North Summit got their own rebound, and they do draw a foul on San Juan. That'll put the Braves to the line. And that's going to be on Cole Duke, his first. Decidedly more fouls in this game than last night, I tell you.
Yeah, for sure. There have been a lot more foul shooting today already.
And
Didn't feel like we had any last night.
Richens bangs down the first of his 2. That makes it 28-18, so San Juan's lead trimmed to 10. Broncos have got a box out here. If there's a miss, there is. Good job by San Juan as Knight pulls down the rebound. And now San Juan on the run in transition. Jagger Neves had opened up for a moment but then closed up. He'll give it back to Ivins. Across the horn they go. Jayton Knight for 3, a little bit long on the shot. Weird not seeing him among the starting 5 down in my bench location here on my stat sheet. There's a bucket for North Summit and a foul, I believe they're going to count, correct?
Yep, they called the basket on that, and that's another one on Cole Duke. So that's 2 quick ones on Cole, who's been a pretty big part of this San Juan team here this first half. So might be seeing a sub come in for him. I wouldn't be surprised.
So here's an add 1 for Trevor Richens, and he drains it. So Richens has 4 on the afternoon, and North Summit pulls back to within 7. It's 28-21. Jayton Knight hands it back to Jagger Neves on the wing. And Coach Easton Nielsen calling for a timeout for a while. He finally gets it with 4:02 left in the first half. And San Juan leading 28-21. High school hoops today on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live is brought to you in part by Crowley Construction. Dirt, roads, driveways, and more. For any job, big or small, call Crowley Construction. Dependable auto repair. Brad Stoddard and crew get the job done. Also today, Flights Gymnastics, a proud supporter of local sports and a great start for your kids. And Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life in the Intermountain West. And a big thanks to all the sponsors who make these broadcasts possible. We truly could not do it without you, so huge thanks. As we get set to get back to action here, I think I scared the little kids off. They were stomping and bouncing our gear around.
I about spilled my drink.
I asked them to just move up a row, and we kicked them out, I guess. Doggone adults, I tell you what. I hate being an old man.
I know.
There's Jagger Neves on a shot. Little runner at the foul line will go. And the Broncos back up by 9, 30-21.
And Jagger having himself a first half.
Good couple days for him.
Yeah.
Nice home weekend. Now North Summit throws the ball away. They had a man expected to cut there. Drew Richens was looking down low for his buddy Jake Smith, I think, but it didn't pan out. So the turnover against North Summit gives it back to San Juan. And Ivins will bring it back across the line, goes to Trip Palmer on the wing. Back around they go to Jagger Neves on the right wing. Couple of weird fakes for him. Now he goes down low to McNaughton, works himself under the bucket, and ultimately travels. That's a turnover against San Juan, but it would have been a nice bucket for George McNaughton. Instead, a turnover back to North Summit.
Well, North Summit getting their best player back in here is in foul trouble, but Buck Sargent's back out on the floor. So see how the San Juan Broncos adjust to that defensively here, having him back out there.
And they'll work it on the perimeter right now. San Juan, who did such a great job keeping Duchesne on the outside last night. Obviously, North Summit's a bit more of a handful, but San Juan defense still doing a great job. 3 on the way from Padfield won't go. San Juan pulls down the defensive rebound. And we'll see here right now, San Juan out rebounding North Summit 15-13. And the Broncos work it into the offensive end. George McNaughton a little over-under there. Gets the defensive man to land on him, draws a foul. He'll go to the line. That's going to be on Luke Brown, who that's the first time I've seen him in the game, his first foul. That's 4 on North Summit in the second quarter. McNaughton misses the first of the 2 foul shots. So one more forthcoming from him. Just over 2.5 minutes to go in this first half. San Juan has led from the start. McNaughton misses both foul shots, and North Summit tracks down the rebound. And they'll walk it across. Here's Trevor Richens going left side for Crew Richens. And he'll get a return pass at the top of the key. Now right wing they go. Crew Richens gets it back at the top again. Here's a Buck Sargent 3 on the way from the left wing, no good. They battle for the rebound, and Jayton Knight was knocked around a bit, couldn't corral it. So a dead ball rebound for North Summit. And they'll inbound it way up top to Crew Richens. He'll go back down in the corner. Then he gets it back. He's out near the midcourt circle. Just over 2 minutes to go in the first half. San Juan up 30-21 in a game they've led from the start. Trevor Richens goes right side for Crew Richens again. Buck Sargent goes flopping down on the court. I didn't see what happened there. There's a miss from 19 feet for Luke Brown. San Juan gets the rebound. They come the other way. And the Broncos will work in the offensive end. Jagger Neves needing some help. Finally gets it to Jake Ivins. He swings it over the head, goes around the back. He's in a double team, hands off to Jagger Neves. Neves in traffic too, goes cross court for Jayton Knight, and we're going to get a 3-second violation on San Juan in the lane here. So that'll be a turnover back to North Summit. I knew that play was taking a lot of time to develop there.
It was.
And yeah, I tell you, the two defenses just going at it right now. I don't think we've had points in the last minute and a half or so, but yeah, this is a battle between these two teams, and I'm impressed that San Juan's led from the start here so far.
Yeah, San Juan's looked pretty good. They've been able to execute their game plan early on here. I think they've been able to play really good defense. They've been able to rebound really well for the most part, and they've been able to get to the foul line. I think that's been a big part of why they've got this 9-point lead right now going into half. So hopefully they can finish off here the last minute and a half. See if they can keep this lead where it's at, if not even grow it a little bit and have themselves in a good position coming into the second half. So,
and I know this is obvious, but it's not just getting to the line, but then it's making those shots. And
yeah,
they have been hot today.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, we can look at it here. I mean, I hate to mention this right now, but they're still under where they want to be. You kind of want to stay right around 70%. They're 11 of 17 so far. So
yeah, that's not
pretty
bad.
good. Not perfect, but pretty good, and obviously a big part of their lead right now. And so maybe they've learned a lesson from that Gunnison Valley game, I tell you. They've been better in every game from the line since that tough night. So, and it'll be North Summit to inbound here, coming the other direction as Jake Smith brings it across the line. He'll hand off and get it right back down in the corner. He's open. They just give him that three, and not a mistake, I guess. Smith airballs it there, and the Broncos pull down the loose ball. Well, they gave him all the time and space in the world right there.
Did.
And just goaded him into shooting that thing, and he missed wildly. So San Juan must know something about him. I don't know. There's a ball tipped out of bounds by North Summit as the Broncos tried to go down low with it. So San Juan will reset with 22 on the shot clock here. 1:06 left in the first half, and the Broncos are up by 9. They've led from the start in this one. There's an inbound pass to McNaughton, and now Jayton Knight lobs it up to the top of the key for Neves. They go down into the corner to Palmer. He drives toward the top of the key, hands off to Neves. Over on the right wing for Ivins, back to Neves. Now Knight on the left wing. Neves gets it back at the top of the key, back to Knight. He's open for three, misses it. We get a whistle underneath the bucket.
Get another foul on George there, kind of on the rebound.
So Knight missed the three. The rebound for North Summit, I think technically here, I think what happened is they just called the foul on George. I've got that as his first.
Yep, I think so.
4 fouls for both teams in the quarter, but only 40 seconds remain here in the half. So North Summit will run it up, and the handoff to Trevor Richens. Down into the corner for Smith. Back to Buck Sargent. Right wing 2 is no good. They battle for the rebound, and North Summit gets their own board. So they give themselves another opportunity, and there's a nice little runner from Trevor Richens. I don't remember the last time they scored a field goal. I feel like it's been a while.
It kind of has been.
And that makes it a 7-point game there.
Looks like San Juan's going to hold this off last 15 seconds for one more shot here. So
Ivins will dribble left, send it back right to Ivins. He drives to the baseline, floats up the 7-footer, no good. But there's Cash Palmer there to clean it up with a nice putback. And the shot is not released in time, so that does not count. Good little bucket to end the first half by Cash Palmer, and the Broncos will take a 9-point lead into the break.
And Cash, he's always good for a couple good offensive rebounds a game, and that was a really timely one for him right there before the half.
They send the body down there underneath for that last play of the half. Beautiful. All right, it's a 9-point lead for San Juan over the number 2 team in the state at halftime here in Blanding. We'll take a break, and we'll return for first half stats Stay with us. High school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Blue Mountain Foods is Monticello's hometown grocer and a proud supporter of our schools and sports teams. Blue Mountain Foods offers a full-service meat department, fresh deli, bakery, curbside pickup, and more. Check bluemtnfoods.com for weekly specials and online shopping. Blue Mountain Foods is open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday at 64 West Center Street. Blue Mountain Foods, Monticello's hometown grocer.
No matter what you've got planned for the weekend, a home makeover, a landscaping project, a backyard barbecue, your neighbors at Red's Ace Hardware in Blanding have what you need. You'll find great buys on paint, tools, and yard and garden supplies, not to mention grills, patio furniture, and pool care essentials. We carry top brands like Clark & Kensington, Craftsman, Scotts & Weber, and our helpful associates can answer all your questions. For national brands and local expertise, you can always count on Red's Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Desert Rivers Credit Union is proud to team up with the communities in our corner of the state. A nationwide network of ATMs and branches, full line of mortgage products, local decision-making, low fees, and great rates for every credit score are just a few of the things we bring to the team. And to top it off, we are for people, not profit. Come by and meet our team at one of our 4 branch locations or visit desertriverscu.com. We love our communities and are proud to support our youth.
Here at Utah Navajo Health System, our mission statement is we exist to improve your quality of life through comprehensive, self-empowered, culturally sensitive, and amazing customer service.
Tailor-Made Wooden Heritage is the Four Corners source for high-quality, beautiful, and long-lasting custom residential and commercial cabinetry for over 50 years. Tailor-Made Monuments designs custom monuments and headstones crafted with care and artistry to honor your loved ones for generations. Tailor-Made is family-owned and operated and offers competitive pricing. Call them today for a free quote. 435-678-2523. Tailor-Made Wooden Heritage and Tailor-Made Monuments, proud sponsors of San Juan High School sports.
Welcome back live to San Juan High School. It's Rhett Sifford and Bobby Bowering welcoming you back here. Halftime in Game 2 of a Region 15 doubleheader this afternoon in Blanding, with both the girls and boys teams hosting North Summit. I just inhaled a bunch of my own spit there. That's always nice. So it's not even the illness this time. I tell you what, man, it's rough for me. We're going to take a look at some first-half stats somehow. May have to give the iPad to Bobby here and let him take over. But San Juan leading right from the start of this game and have a 32-23 advantage at halftime. They beat North Summit 18-11 in the first quarter. Closer second quarter, but 14-12 advantage for the home team. And the Broncos' largest lead is was up to 11 points. It's back down to 9 right now. But tell you what, San Juan played a great first half against the number 2 team in the state here. Shooting from the floor for these two teams was exceptionally cold to start the game. They both came on a little bit. San Juan finishes the first half 9 of 23 for 39%, so obviously it can get a little bit better. It definitely can get better for North Summit, and I expect it to do so. They're just 7 of 24 from the floor for 29% so far. But the Braves are 3 of 9 for 33% from beyond the arc, so they're better there than they were anywhere else. San Juan is 3 of 11 long-range shooting, 27% in the first half. And the Broncos, we mentioned it already, it didn't change from when we talked about it. They're 11 of 17. A lot of trips to the free throw line, 65% for San Juan. But North Summit is 6 of 9 for 67%. San Juan out-rebounding North Summit in the first half, barely, 18-17. And both teams with 4 offensive rebounds in that first half. I've got 5 turnovers for North Summit, 4 for San Juan. 1 blocked shot for the Broncos, none for North Summit, and 1 steal for San Juan, none for the Braves. Here's the scoring for North Summit, a 6-point afternoon so far for Trevor Richens. Tate Richens has 5, Jake Smith with 4. Crew Richens and Buck Sargent both have 3, and a 2-point afternoon so far for Chase Padfield. The 3 3-point baskets, Tate Richens, Crew Richens, and Buck Sargent all with 1 apiece. And I mean, that's 9 of their 23 points right there from long range. So Broncos doing a good job keeping North Summit on the perimeter, I think, at this point.
No, I do too, and I think they've kind of just rolled over from last night defensively. They've done a really, really good job just forcing contested shots, not really giving up anything too easy. I mean, North Summit's had to work for every one of those 23 points that they've got in the first half. So
it's amazing when you see a team learn from a tough weekend and start to become the team that they are capable of. And when they realize that, then they play that way, you know. And it's these past two games, regardless of what happens today, it's been enjoyable to watch them play these past two nights.
Yeah, they've been playing competitive. And, I mean, like you said, I mean, I think everybody has known that they were capable of playing this way. Coaches, fans, you know, everybody. So, I mean, it's been really awesome to see these kids come out here and play the way that they have this weekend.
Got a couple players for the Broncos already in double digits in this game. Trip Palmer, of course, has had a great day from the free throw line today, and he's 7 of 8 from the free throw line, so that's more than half of his offense so far. But 12 points for Palmer, 10 for Cole Duke, who's had a great game as well. He's got 2 of their 3 3-point baskets. Trip Palmer, ironically enough, has the other, so that's the 2 double-digit scores so far. Jagger Neves has 7, 2 points so far for Cash Palmer, those big 2 points right at the end of the first half, and Baylor Nielsen came off the bench to score 1 so far for San Juan. So Broncos lead it at the half over number 2 North Summit. Looking for an upset win here this afternoon, 32-23 right now. We'll take a break and we'll return for the start of the second half. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
San Juan County Adult Education empowers students to gain the technical, business, or college skills necessary to enter the workforce. At San Juan County Adult Education, adult learners are given the opportunity to reach their personal, educational, and career goals. Students can earn a high school diploma, obtain a GED, increase their wage earning potential, and decrease barriers to self-reliance. To learn more, visit any USU Learning Center in San Juan County or email Gina Grover at jgrover@sjsd.org.
Compared to the vocational schools of the past, today's career and technical education courses span nearly every industry, including health science, business, digital arts, and computer science. CTE students learn valuable, real-world technical skills with a solid academic foundation while exploring career options or pursuing their passions. Did you know San Juan School District offers 19 CTE pathways for secondary students? To learn more, talk to a school counselor or CTE teacher today.
Holiday Construction is your one-stop source for gravel, concrete, excavation services, and custom hauling. We've proudly served San Juan County with quality and dedication for over 40 years. Call Holiday Construction today at 435-678-2028. We're proud supporters of high school sports and our community.
The San Juan Credit Union, providing exceptional financial products in southeastern Utah for over 60 years, is proud to support our local high schools. With branches in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff, along with an ATM in Montezuma Creek, access to those products is easier than ever. The San Juan Credit Union offers checking and saving accounts, bill pay, a wide array of loans, and much more, all on a full-service website and mobile app. Plus, they're federally insured by the National Credit Union Association. The San Juan Credit Union. Your money, your future, your credit union.
Get the resources and quality of a big school education and the support of a smaller school at Utah State Blanding. Explore over 70 degree and certificate programs to find your perfect fit and experience personalized learning with small class sizes and dedicated faculty while getting the classic college experience. A Utah State education is affordable too, thanks to competitive tuition and tons of scholarship opportunities. Visit blanding.usu.edu to learn more about becoming an Aggie in Blanding.
Let's talk cancer. Monticello, Utah. If you lived, worked, or attended school in Monticello, Utah from 1941 to 2002 for at least 3 years, you might have a higher cancer risk from uranium tailing exposure. Apply to get a free cancer screening today. One screening could bring peace of mind to you, your friends, and family members, help spread the word, and save a life. Screenings are available for a limited time through San Juan Public Health. Call today, 435-587-3838, or visit sanjuanpublichealth.org to apply.
San Juan Building Supply has offered a full range of building supplies to San Juan County for more than 32 years. From the start of your project to the finish, San Juan Building Supply has high-quality products for all your needs, and they can deliver. Drop by 1050 South Main Street in Blanding, call 678-2000, or visit sjvs.com. San Juan Building Supply, a proud sponsor of our local teams.
Red Mechanical specializes in commercial and large residential projects, providing our customers in the Four Corners area with reliable mechanical services since 1989. What was once a local plumbing company based in Blanding has now completed projects all over the Four Corners area. Our goal is to provide outstanding service with the right solutions, using the latest technology to extend equipment life and reduce energy costs. Give us a call, come by, or visit redmechanical.com.
Welcome back live to San Juan High School. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. A little bit of an extended halftime show here. I think they had trouble getting the door open, so we had a couple of cheerleading and dance crews who came out and showed their skills. Some of you saw that on StreamUtah.Live while we were talking about some stats. But Rhett Sifford and Bobby Bowering welcoming you back here as we get set for the second half. And Bobby, a 9-point lead for San Juan. We'll see in the second half if they can maintain this momentum, continue to play like they have now for a game and a half here at home this weekend.
Yeah, I think so, and I think what San Juan did so well last night was they were able to hold off a couple of runs that Duchesne tried to make in the second half, and again, that's going to happen tonight here too with North Summit, so I'm going to be really excited to see kind of how San Juan handles those and see if they can withstand those runs and come out here with a win here in the second half.
Yeah, I definitely don't expect to see a North Summit team that shoots 29% in the second half. We know they're going to bring a surge, and so we'll see how San Juan can weather that, like you said. And, yeah, really, ultimately it comes down to right now, San Juan is obviously not intimidated by the fact that these guys are number 2. I think the words that Coach Easton Nielsen spoke to us last night are true in front of us here today. We're seeing a team that believes they belong on the same court as this team. They're playing that way here today against one of the top teams in the state.
100%. I love these kids' competitiveness. I mean, they don't back down from any challenges. They want to win. They know what it takes to win. And, yeah, I think we've just been seeing a lot of that here these last couple of games, so it's been really fun to watch.
The Broncos continue to do a good job to share the ball with each other and work as a team, back each other up. It comes down a lot of times to quickness, you know. The ball bounces around, and if you can beat the other team to loose balls or be there if one of your partners gets the ball knocked away from them to cover him up and pick up the ball as it comes loose, that's a big deal.
Yeah, no, the energy's been great out there. San Juan's, again, defensively, they've been all over the court. I mean, they're swarming the basketball, they're flying in, they're getting rebounds. I mean, they're doing all the things right that you need to do that are the little things that sometimes get overlooked, I think. And I really think that's been the recipe for the Broncos here, and that's why they're seeing the success that they're having. So,
and on the stat sheet, you know, 4 offensive rebounds for each team. I'm not sure. Obviously, my stats are unofficial. It seems like the Broncos have had a lot more second chances than that. Maybe that's all it's been, but I know that's been another key to what they've done these last couple nights is create second chance opportunities for themselves.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's been huge. I mean, and even sometimes it's more than just second. It's second, third, fourth chances and stuff. I mean, they're just constantly crashing the boards. They're not giving up on possessions and plays and different things like that. And, yeah, good things are happening right now for them. So hopefully they can continue that recipe here in the second half.
All right, team's coming back out on the court. 8 minutes going to go on the clock here in just a moment. It'll be North Summit basketball to get us started here in this third quarter. Again, a 9-point lead for the hometown San Juan Broncos as we get set to go in the second half. San Juan working defensively here as North Summit goes right to left on your radio dial and on the stream, and San Juan starts it how they want it. They steal the basketball, and Jagger Neves takes a lead pass all the way down under the bucket, lays it up and in. He's got 9, and the Broncos increase the lead off the hop.
Yeah, that was a great job to start off here. San Juan, every time Buck Sargent's been in, they're playing this box and one defense, it looks like, where basically 4 of your guys are playing a zone, and it looks like George McNaughton is manned up and following Buck Sargent all the way, and it's been working really, really well for them when he's been on the floor.
Chase Padfield misses a 3, and I don't know what that signal was we just got, but San Juan's going to get the ball.
Over the back.
Oh, okay,
so
gotcha.
It ends up being out of bounds.
So that's a dead ball rebound for San Juan. And, boy, we talk about the defense. The defense opened up the half for San Juan. Defense gave them 2 points. That's basically a 4-point swing right there. If North Summit were to score, they'd have been within 7, but San Juan instead back up by 11. Now the Broncos throw the ball away, and North Summit on the run the other direction. Trevor Richens drives to the baseline, swings his body into the lane, misses a crazy hook shot, and San Juan pulls down the rebound. In transition, they send Trip Palmer out ahead, but he misses the layup.
Man, I mean, that's a great job all the way up until the finish. I mean, they got where they needed to, and it's a good call there, too. Good travel call.
Yeah, North Summit traveled with the basketball in transition, so San Juan will take it back. So they don't suffer any harm after the missed layup. Definitely uncharacteristic of Trip Palmer today as he leads all scorers, but yeah, there have been a couple good lead passes for San Juan to get guys out ahead. Now Palmer spots Cole Duke underneath. Fortunately, he's fouled. He missed a layup try as well, so he's got a chance to redeem himself from the line here after the foul on North Summit's Tegan Johnston, his second of the night. Another good pass down low.
Yeah, that was good. Again, good cut there by Cole, and great job being able to find him down low. The Broncos have been doing a good job getting to their spots, but not only getting there, but they've been finding their guys in their spots tonight, which has been awesome to watch.
And Duke makes the first of the 2 foul shots. So the Broncos lead is 12, make it 13 as he drains both. And Cole Duke now ties Trip Palmer for the game lead with 12 points apiece for those 2 players. And the Bronco lead is 13 over the number 2 team in the state of Utah in 2A basketball. 6:25 to go now in the third quarter. We're just underway in this second half. And we get a whistle. This will be an offensive foul on Buck Sargent, his third. And he doesn't know what's going on. So
I wasn't watching that either. I didn't really see what happened. So
we do have a little bit of a replay here. It's about 30 seconds behind us. So, and that just happened there on the replay. But here's San Juan with the basketball on the offensive end, and it's stripped away from Jagger Neves, and Neves will foul a man on the way back down. That's Chase Padfield. He fouled after it was stolen away from him.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit of a frustration foul there by Jagger after he got the steal.
That's going to be 3 on Neves as well.
Yeah, so Jake Knight coming in really quick here in the second half.
And it's Jake Smith to bring it in for North Summit. They'll go up top. A man's wide open there. Doesn't shoot. Goes right side for Smith again. Now up to the left wing. A 3 on the way. No good. From Coulter Richens, and a foul on the rebound.
Looks like they're going to get a foul call here. I think they called that on Jake.
Yes. So that's Jake's second, and the second for San Juan now. Both teams have 2 in the quarter.
Oh, and we're going to get a quick substitution here for Jake, even though it's only a second. I think Nielsen might have thought that was 3 on him. But
yeah, Nielsen was trying to call him back, but they already had blown the whistle, so Baylor Nielsen comes in. And now North Summit quickly works it to the wing for a 3. Chase Padfield's shot no good, but they get their own rebound again. So 2 offensive rebounds on this possession. And North Summit continues with an opportunity here to cut into this San Juan lead, and a nice shot off the glass goes for Coulter Richens from the right baseline. And now we get a timeout called by San Juan. No, it's called by, I'm not sure.
I think it was San Juan. It looks like he's doing it just so he can get Jake Ivins back in the ball game.
Right. So the timeout here, San Juan's lead is dwindled down to 11 again. But Broncos still leading by double digits here over the number 2 team in the state. And when we come back to action, this is just the 30-second timeout. I didn't get a chance to see how much time's left in the quarter here. It looks like it's 5.5 minutes basically. Kind of nice to have this late stream going on here. So, yeah, just over 5.5 minutes as we come back to action. It'll be San Juan basketball inbounding in the defensive end. No press from North Summit here. Broncos lead 36-25. They have led from the start as Jake Ivins walks it across. So the timeout gets him back out on the floor. That was what the design was there. Trip Palmer now has it left wing, gives back to Knight. Knight fakes a lob and now goes left side for Ivins. Ivins will drive into a triple team in traffic and draws a foul. Take your pick. A lot of physical contact in there. And that'll be on Jake Smith, and that'll be his third.
Yeah, that's 3 on him too.
So, Ivins, you speak like you know some of these North Summit guys. I don't know if, do you know them well or you just know them by jersey number?
I know them a little bit. We've seen these guys at a 7-on-7 camp.
Okay, gotcha.
This summer.
So you know them by face when you look at them. That's
a couple
awesome.
of them, yeah. Jake Smith was their quarterback this year.
All right.
So I do recognize him.
All right, San Juan will inbound it now with 30 on the shot clock. Here's a 3 on the way from Duke. Nothing but net. And Cole Duke takes over the game scoring lead with 15 points. The Broncos lead by 14, 39-25.
Cole Duke's had himself a good ball game tonight, especially he's been shooting well from the perimeter, but he's also been able to get it done underneath the basket too.
Little alley-oop for Coulter Richens as North Summit answers. Not a dunk, but he lays it up and in the air. And now Duke for 3 again from the left side. No good this time, rebounded by North Summit. He thought he'd take advantage of a hot hand there, but it wasn't to be. Really close, but no dice. And now North Summit brings it back in. Pulling up the dribble is Johnston, and now they'll send it back up top for Richens. I could basically just say Richens and catch half the team. Now San Juan steals the ball. Jayton Knight stuck his big mitten there and snagged a pass. And now Jake Ivins' pass is a little bit off the mark in the feet of Cole Duke and out of bounds, so the Broncos turn it back over. As the teams trade turnovers here. That's 7 in the game for San Juan, 8 for North Summit. And we are halfway through the third quarter with the Broncos up by 12, 39-27. And now the Broncos steal again. And Jake Ivins through a double team, down court to lay it up and in. And he's got his first bucket of the afternoon. The Broncos lead 41-27.
Yeah, great job, defensive possession down there. San Juan playing this 1-3-1, trapping the corners, and they ran that to perfection that last possession.
That's back-to-back steals for San Juan. We talked about the defense both of these last couple games this weekend, and it pays off right there. But once again, North Summit answers as Coulter Richens has gotten hot off the bench for North Summit in this second half. He's got 6. And the lead is 41-29 for San Juan. Ivins on the dribble for the Broncos. Right wing, and now they're a little bit confused about where they're supposed to go. Trip Palmer just steps to the free throw line, receives a pass, and hits the 10-footer. He's like, I don't know where we're going or what play we're running. I'll just give me the ball.
Oh, he's been awesome tonight, too. Between him and Cole Duke, they've been a tough duo for North Summit to handle.
And now Jayton Knight is running, too. They were battling for the ball. I think this may be
I think we got a timeout
on North Summit.
Probably a good timeout there by North Summit.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a jump ball or a foul or something. Knight tried to sell it, that's for sure. He fell down like a tree.
Oh, yeah.
And so San Juan with just around 3 minutes to go here now in this third quarter, leading at 43-29. We've got a timeout on the floor, and the Broncos just have been like North Summit did to them up in Colville, kind of keeping them at arm's length for the entire game so far.
No, they're doing a great job here. I mean, again, their defense has just been just as impressive here in the third quarter as it's been the first half. They've forced a lot of good turnovers here, making things difficult here for North Summit to get any sort of a rhythm.
2:59 is what's left in this third quarter. Broncos up 43-29. North Summit inbounds in the offensive end with 20 on the shot clock. 3 on the way from Trevor Richens, bounces off, but again, they get their own rebound. So they've done a good job offensively on the rebounding here in this third quarter. And another opportunity as they got the fresh shot clock. Johnston with it on the left wing, bounces it into the corner. We're going to get a foul on North Summit off the ball as Luke Brown will be called. That's 4 on the Braves here in this quarter. 2.5 minutes to go in the frame.
Yeah, that's a couple offensive fouls, too, that North Summit's had.
And the Broncos will walk it across. Jake Ivins protects the ball, calls for his teammates to move, and now lobs it up underneath. That ball goes off the backboard, not a shot that was intended for Cole Duke. It ultimately is a turnover, and North Summit takes it down into the offensive end. Here is Crew Richens handing off, and now they'll go right side for Johnston. Tegan Johnston now left wing for Trevor Richens. Back up top for Luke Brown. Now they go to the baseline, driving into the paint. Drawing a foul is Coulter Richens, and he'll go to, I'm sorry, it wasn't Coulter Richens, it was Trevor Richens. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Foul is the 3rd on Cole Duke.
Cole gets his 3rd right here, and it looks like we're going to get another couple quick substitutes here for the Broncos.
Several players for both teams now with 3 fouls as Richens makes the first of the 2 shots. I mean, most everybody has 2. But for San Juan, Jagger Neves and Cole Duke have 3. Among the starters, Jake Smith and Buck Sargent for North Summit. Trevor Richens is at the line for his 2nd shot, and it is also good. So make it 43-31, a 12-point lead for San Juan as the Broncos bring it across. Jake Ivins driving to the right wing. Has Baylor Nielsen open, gives to him. Nielsen's covered now. Gives back to Ivins. He drives baseline, dishes it all the way out for a left wing 3 from Knight. No good, but the Broncos, I thought, had their own rebound, and now it bounces out of bounds in favor of San Juan.
Yeah, Jake got the quick rebound, was trying to get the ball back underneath, and North Summit stepped right in front of it. Probably pretty lucky that ended up going out of bounds.
And Knight will throw up the 3 from the left corner, and this time he finally gets one. His first bucket of the night comes at a key moment. Makes it a 15-point lead again for San Juan, 46-31.
Yeah, San Juan just doing a good job making enough baskets here just to keep North Summit at arm's length.
And now a 3 for North Summit is no good. And now Knight swats at a man on the floor. Oh, they're going to count a bucket. That was some major continuation as Trevor Richens scores and draws a foul on Jayton Knight as well. That'll be his 3rd, and Richens a chance to add 1 here.
Yeah, North Summit, most of their offensive successes came off of offensive rebounds. I mean, that's them creating themselves some second chance opportunities there too. So San Juan, they need to do a little bit better of a job getting some bodies on some people boxing out and only allowing 1 shot on every possession.
And I did not see who it was shooting that foul shot as Baylor Nielsen misses a 3 for San Juan. And it looks like it was Richens, Trevor Richens, who makes the foul shot, so it's 46-34. I've got to get this Baylor Nielsen 3 missed. A defensive rebound for North Summit, and the Braves have it back in the offensive end. We're under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. What a spin move by Richens to get open in the lane. Hands off at the last moment, and banking that one in is Tegan Johnston, his first points of the night. And North Summit has quietly climbed back to within 10 points. Now Baylor Nielsen just tried to sling that over to the left side. Nobody was there for San Juan, so an unforced error there results in a turnover.
And if you're San Juan, I mean, those are the ones that you don't want to give up here. Is you don't want to have an offensive possession without even getting a shot up and giving the Braves that much more of an opportunity to try and crawl back into this thing.
And North Summit can make this a single-digit deficit here. Here's a 3 on the way from Trevor Richens, no good. So he does not wait for a better look there, and a nice break for San Juan as they get the defensive rebound. And the shot clock off now, so the Broncos can keep it and would like to keep it for the remainder of the 3rd quarter and get some points here at the buzzer. Jake Ivins will drive in with 4 seconds to go, lobs it up, but it's a little short, and then North Summit will throw it all the way down court, nowhere close. And the Broncos will take a 10-point lead into the final frame. So I think that was Buck Sargent who threw that all the way down court. It is now on my stat sheet anyway, so 46-36 lead for the San Juan Broncos headed into the 4th quarter. Still a ways to go. 8 minutes left in a game that San Juan has led from the start. Looking for a big upset over the number 2 team in the state here tonight at the San Juan High School gym. We'll return for the final frame. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Since 2009, Blue Mountain Hospital has set the standard for rural health care, bringing excellence in healing, quality care, and inspired staff to San Juan County. We offer the county's only accredited sleep center, compassionate labor and delivery, top-tier emergency care, and flexible dialysis options. At BMH, our comprehensive services are delivered by a passionate team. Visit bmhutah.org to learn more. We can't wait to meet you.
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
Welcome back to San Juan High School as we're underway in the fourth quarter, and a lot has happened there as we join a little bit late now. A shot is blocked, but they're going to say back-to-back fouls now on George McNaughton. And so this will finally put Trevor Richens to the line. Everybody getting 3 fouls tonight as George McNaughton goes up to 3 now, just passing them out as Richens drains the first of 2. So North Summit now back to within 9 points of San Juan.
Yeah, kind of a rough start to the quarter here for San Juan. They had the ball and they had a turnover. Jake got the ball stole from him and then turned around and get 2 quick foul calls.
Well, that's a good one for San Juan right there as Richens misses the second shot. Nice rebound for Jake Ivins. So the Broncos looking to add to the lead now, which for the first time in a long time is down under double digits. Trip Palmer has it on the wing. He'll hand back to Ivins. 12 on the shot clock for San Juan. Nice little handoff to Jagger Neves as he cuts to the bucket and scores for San Juan.
Yeah, tough finish there from Jagger. That was a great cut and even a better finish for him.
Buck Sargent gets it on the wing for the Braves as they bring it back in. There's a shot in traffic, no good for Jake Smith. Rebounded by San Juan. It took a lot of volleyball action there. Finally, San Juan pulls it down. Jagger Neves gets to the baseline, almost got around Smith, but has to pull up the dribble. Hands off to Ivins. He cuts to the bucket, and he's fouled as he goes up. I think it's going to be in the fourth on Sargent.
I do
well,
too.
They're going to talk it over here. Just try to make the call on the right guy, yeah. I mean, I think there was contact as he drove in, but there was definitely contact as he went up, and Sargent was standing there.
No, I guess we'll see.
It'll be on Sargent, and the crowd doesn't like it. That's his fourth. And so it looks like he's going to have to come out probably for several minutes here.
I think with a combined 2 games down here in San Juan in 2 years, Buck Sargent might have about 6 minutes of game time. Always seems to find himself in foul trouble when he comes down here to San Juan.
And Ivins makes the first of 2. So he's had a kind of quiet night on the stat sheet anyway. But you got to have these players who do stuff that's not showing up on my stat sheet. Ivins with 3 points now, and he'll try to add to that right here. He misses the second of the 2, and it's rebounded by North Summit. So the lead is to 12 once again for San Juan as Richens misses the first try, misses his second try, but he does get a foul. He'll go to the line. So Richens that time beating everybody to the loose ball after he missed his own shot. And so San Juan couldn't get in to get the ball from him there. And that results in Trevor Richens going to the line, and he's been their strongest player here in this second half. That is 4 fouls also now on Jayton Knight for San Juan. So 2 players, 1 for either team, in danger of fouling out. Richens made the first but misses the second. And San Juan pulls down the rebound. Broncos coming the other way. Jake Ivins drives to the wing, now pulls up, gives to Neves. Neves gives it to Trip Palmer. He's grappled with in traffic. You can only do that on the wrestling mat. And so one of those 2 players is going to be called for a foul. Looks like it will be number 15, Coulter Richens, his third.
And keep that one on the floor here, so San Juan will inbound.
And it'll be Jake Ivins inbounding from the offensive baseline. 35 on the shot clock, so new shot clock. And Coach Nielsen is going to call a timeout as he was having trouble inbounding it. So the Broncos will talk it over with 6:25 to go in the game. And we will pause and let you know that our broadcast this afternoon is brought to you in part by Napa Motor Parts. Get everything you need in Blanding and Monticello. Pick a Stitch Embroidery and Apparel, offering a wide variety of quality customized products. Primary Residential Mortgage. With 30 years of know-how, they'll structure the best deal for you. San Juan Pharmacy, serving San Juan County and supporting local teams for decades. And Lee Collision Repair and Restoration, the place for top quality auto body and glass service in Blanding. Big thanks to all the sponsors who make the broadcast possible. And as we get set to come out of this timeout for San Juan, they're going to be looking to inbound the ball in the offensive end. It's a key moment in the game, Bobby. You know, 6 minutes left, or just over 6 minutes, 6:25, and so still lots of time right here. So you want to keep that pedal down and keep getting points.
Yeah, I think so. San Juan just don't get too comfortable here with the lead. They played great all game long, but if North Summit's going to be trying to put together some sort of a comeback, it's going to have to be now or never. So
right.
San Juan's going to be ready to thwart that off.
The Broncos' inbound effort here is knocked right back out of bounds by North Summit. So Jake Ivins will switch sides of the bucket and try again, and he does this time get it into Cole Duke, but a foul on Trip Palmer apparently off the ball as they were getting it in. And here, this is impressive. That's his first of the night.
Oh man, well, good job, Trip.
That's kind of rare.
Yeah.
Now all 5 starters with fouls for San Juan. And there's Jake Smith with a drive to the bucket. He scores and a foul.
Yeah, he's got a quick first step. We've seen it a couple times tonight, but he's really quick off the dribble and just kind of gets by his guy and gets a good bucket in the M1.
Looks like, did they have?
I think that's on Jagger.
Yeah, Jagger's fourth as well. So now we've got 3 players with 4 fouls, and Jake Smith not able to add the 1. So San Juan pulls down the rebound, and so now we may start to see players foul out. There's a beautiful little backdoor cut again for Cole Duke, and he was located, I think, by Jagger Neves on a great bounce pass. Duke lays it up and in. He's got 17, and it's an 11-point lead again for San Juan. There's a 3.
There's your flop call.
Okay, so we got a flop on who?
On number 12.
Okay, so that's just a notification. There's no foul.
Nothing there, so they always get 1 warning.
Yeah, and if there's another flop, it's going to be a technical foul. We're very familiar with that now after our game in Salina the other night.
Yeah, I think they called him for it. I think Trent said he kind of kicked his legs out as he was shooting the basketball. I didn't really watch the follow-through on that or not, but that was what they had to call on the floor as.
So I guess the shot doesn't count, and it's a turnover on North Summit, I would assume. And now we get another flop. Okay, so now the flops are wild all of a sudden. Flops for everybody. Earlier we were passing out 3s, and we passed that point, so now we're passing out flops.
They're going to get Jagger for that one now.
All right.
Again, it's just a warning, which that's a good thing for Jagger because I would have gave him 5 if it was a foul, but just another warning call. So
a turnover on San Juan. I don't really know how to score it, but I'll just give a turnover.
There we go.
And North Summit. So we're back where we started. Oh, are we going to – it's not going to be another flop right here. I didn't know. We had a foul underneath the bucket, it looks like. And it'll be on George McNaughton, now his 4th.
Oh, yeah, now he's
And North Summit is in the bonus. I don't know if they've noticed that. But yeah, they're shooting. So
yeah,
they'll be shooting for the last 5.5 minutes.
That's a quick 5 for San Juan here for the 4th quarter, which you got to be careful there. You don't want to be sending North Summit to the line, giving them anything free here.
And Buck Sargent makes it a 10-point game with that bucket. He'll have 1 more shot here. Again, still 5:36 left to go, and San Juan has already put North Summit in the bonus, and that's like you say, Bobby, they don't want to do that, but we'll see if the Broncos can add to their lead here, up by only 9 once again. Here's Trip Palmer at the free throw line, spinning away from the D to the baseline he goes, floats up the shot as he's sailing right, draws a foul, and he'll shoot 2, and that's the 4th on Coulter Richens.
Yeah, a lot of people float around to that 4. I don't know who's going to be the first domino to fall here.
Yeah, someone, I'm sure someone. We've got 4 players now, 2 for either team with 4 fouls apiece. Here's Trip Palmer at the line for San Juan and missing the first of 2. He had been so hot from the free throw line all game long, so that's a tough miss for San Juan. And the pressure's starting to ratchet up a little bit here late in this game, up on top of the number 2 team in the state. But this time Palmer hones it in and makes the second shot, so the Bronco lead is 10. Good job by Jake Ivins to not allow Padfield to drive to the bucket there, as North Summit has it set up in the offensive end. left wing. Here's Coulter Richards down into the corner. Chase Padfield puts up the 18-footer, no good. An offensive rebound for North Summit, and they hit the three-point bucket. Jake Smith. And suddenly it is a 7-point game. North Summit back to within 52-45.
Yeah, and San Juan's just got to do a better job defensively rebounding the basketball, not giving up any of those second chance opportunities.
There's a nice drive for Jagger Neves, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Is this going to be the fifth? It will not. That's going to be the first on Chase Padfield. There's another one being passed out. Those are rare. I thought it might be the first 5 of the game. Buck Sargent was there, and now the refs are over here talking to George McNaughton and Buck Sargent. And just kind of, I don't know, guess directing traffic down there.
I guess so.
Telling them not to do something they're doing. I don't know.
Maybe he just doesn't want either of them to foul out here.
Yeah. Jagger Neves makes the first of 2 foul shots. Man, he has been a real asset for the Broncos this weekend, that's for sure. He's had 2 of his best games of the year. He's up to 12 points, going to try to make it 13 here, and does. And he's doing this with 4 fouls right now, up to 13 points. San Juan's up by 9 again, 54-47. Here's Coulter Richards, goes down into the corner. Now they'll lob it up top for Jake Smith. Smith goes right side, back up to Buck Sargent, top of the key. Left side for Smith, drives into a double team, kicks it back out into the corner. Nice little crossover to the baseline, spun it off the backboard and in. Trevor Richens with a great bucket.
Yeah, that was a tough finish there by Richens. He's done a good job too getting to the hole. He's also really, really quick, and he's found himself.
Nice cut by Trip Palmer here. He's wrapped up as he goes to the hole, so that was an obvious call, and that's going to be the last one for Coulter Richens. He'll be the first domino to fall. And I don't know who they'll bring in for him, but that's the first 5 passed out this afternoon. That one was obvious. That was kind of a tackle there. So
yeah, they got tangled up there, and I know North Summit's over here screaming they thought there was a travel before the foul called, but
so yeah, it'll be Luke Brown coming in, the sophomore. Coulter Richens fouls out with 6 points for North Summit. Well, this last minute has dragged by. 4:18 to go still. And Trip Palmer at the line again for San Juan. He's got 15 so far. Make it 16 as he drains the front end here. Broncos increase the lead back up to 8. So twice now North Summit has pulled back to within 7. After trailing by, I think, as much as 14 in this game. I'll have to take a look at that. But Trip Palmer with ice in his veins makes both of those foul shots. Broncos, by the way, with 3 players in double-digit scoring. Palmer, Duke, and Jagger Neves. Here is a drive shot, no good for Padfield, rebounded by San Juan, and the Broncos can add to the lead here as Ivins brings it in, pulls up at the midcourt line. Goes right wing for Trip Palmer. Palmer crosses over, goes to the baseline. Oh, and he was run into.
You can call offensive there on Trip.
Luke Brown was on the move. I don't know how that works, but that's the second on Trip Palmer. That's an offensive foul, so that's a real break for San Juan because North Summit won't go to the line here, though they're in the bonus.
Yeah.
And they will walk it across. Trevor Richens on the dribble. And he'll go right side for Luke Brown. Now up top, onto the left wing for Richens again. Buck Sargent. You know you got a team moving, and that's what San Juan and North Summit have been doing when you got a guy who passes it, then gets another pass on the opposite wing. There's a three-point shot, no good for Jake Smith. And that, as a basketball team, that's what you got to see.
Yeah,
that type of movement right there. That's just standard basketball. So a miss by Smith, a rebound by San Juan, and right back where we were when the offensive foul was called on Trip Palmer. San Juan can add to this lead. They're up by 9 right now.
San Juan kind of just taking their time. But that's what you don't want to do when you do take your time is give up a turnover like that.
Yeah, that was a steal, and I don't know if it was Richens who got it away from Neves, but Richens is the man who lays it in. And it is a 7-point game once again, 56-49 for San Juan. We are under 3 minutes to go, and the Broncos have got to protect the ball and score. Ultimately, at this point, you can't get off your game plan, which has been offensive pretty much. Well, I don't know. The Broncos have been strong defensively as well, but you can't quit doing what you've been doing all game long that's been so successful.
Yeah, exactly. Keep the pedal down. Don't change the game plan.
And Cole Duke does a good job doing that right here as he drives to the bucket, draws a foul on the floor, I think. both teams are in the bonus now, so everybody's shooting no matter what. That's the first foul on Crew Richens. Believe that or not. Some of these guys have come off the bench, so that's what's going on here. But Cole Duke is at the line for San Juan as a hush falls over the crowd in here, and he does not get the hometown roll. So it remains 56-49, a 7-point game. 2:37 left in this contest, which has been a good one for San Juan. They've got to find a way to close it out here against the number 2 team in the state. Duke makes the second of the 2 foul shots, so he leads all scorers with 18 points with that bucket. And it's 57-49, an 8-point lead for San Juan. As North Summit has it in the offensive end, Trevor Richens goes left side, and now they go down into the corner, getting it inside with a beautiful pass. Trevor Richens scores for North Summit. Good pass underneath there by Jake Smith.
San Juan again down here, just take care of the ball, get a good look. I mean, North Summit, it's only a 2-possession ball game right now. They're not going away.
Jagger Neves with a tough drive into the lane and somehow hits the runner. He was contacted a whole lot right there, but he stays with it, and San Juan's back up by 8. North Summit had briefly pulled to within 6 points. That's as small as the deficit has been, and now an unforced error as Richens has the ball slip right through his fingers and go out of bounds. A turnover back in favor of San Juan.
Yeah, well, it was a great job by Jagger to make that finish down there. And then, yeah, good break for the Broncos down here to get the ball right back.
A little bit of a press by North Summit, but the Broncos do a good job to get it in. Now bounce pass to George McNaughton from Ivans, and he is fouled by number 5, Luke Brown, who has a couple to give. But that will put McNaughton to the line. McNaughton has struggled a little bit these last couple weekends from the line. We'll see if he can cross over here and get some.
Yeah, foul shots are going to be big here the last minute 38 for San Juan. If they can hit their foul shots, they should be in pretty good territory here.
And there you go. McNaughton drains it, nothing but net. That's his first point of the afternoon, so all 5 starters are now on the stat sheet with points for San Juan. And the Broncos lead by 9, more importantly here. Try to make it a 10-point lead right here, George McNaughton. Oh, and that one rims out. That was not a bad shot. Rebounded by North Summit, though, so the Braves will try to cut into this lead. There's a shot blocked by Trip Palmer, but they call him for the foul. And that will put North Summit to the line again. That's the 3rd now on Trip Palmer. He's gotten all those, I think, here in the 4th quarter. You got to get your money's worth, man. You got to at least get 4. There's no reason to stay at 0.
I know. If you're going to save them up, you might as well use them.
And there's a shot that's good for Luke Brown. That's his first point of the night. That couldn't come at a better time for North Summit. I don't know, man. That almost looked like a clean block, seeing it again on video. But 60-52, make it 53. As Luke Brown scores both foul shots, and now the Broncos dealing with a press. And North Summit's going to take the ball away as they tip it, and then a great job by Jake Smith to throw it off Trip Palmer and out of bounds. So it'll be North Summit basketball with a 60-53 deficit here in the final 90 seconds exactly of this game. So still lots of time, and the Broncos are going to discuss it with this timeout.
Yeah, man, good hustle play there by Jake Smith, knocking the ball out and then making the play out of bounds to knock that off a Trip Palmer. And again, if you're San Juan, I mean, that's the keys right now. Take care of the basketball, play good defense, make your foul shots, and I mean, that's how we're going to end up with a win here. So they need to do a better job taking care of the ball here. But now they've got the turnover, they need to come down here and have a good defensive set and not give up anything here.
And again, just 90 seconds left in this game that San Juan has led from the start over the number 2 team in the state of Utah in 2A boys basketball. This is a Region 15 doubleheader here today. The girls suffering a tough loss in Game 1 to North Summit, who are the number 1 team in the girls' side of 2A Utah basketball. And they proved that this afternoon, showing off their skill. San Juan boys trying to get a little revenge and trying to upset North Summit here, but the Bronco defense is going to have to go to work here with 90 seconds left. As Jake Smith, the man who forced this turnover, inbounds the ball. Little alley-oop play, and that was a beauty as Trevor Richens goes up, taps it in. We've got ourselves a 5-point ball game. The Broncos have to find a way to cleanly break this press. Jake Knight will dribble now, send it in with a pass to Trip Palmer. And now the Broncos can slow it up a little bit with just over a minute to go. Palmer on the dribble, pulls up the dribble, lobs it over to the left side for Ivins. And he's on the dribble over there, working on the defensive number 21. I can't remember who that is. Excuse me. Crew Richens. And now Jake Ivins drives, hands off to Cole Duke. Duke on the dribble into the paint, kicks it to the right wing. Trip Palmer there, down to 3 seconds on the shot clock. He'll throw it up at the bucket, and it's taken down by North Summit. So unfortunately, the Broncos can't get any points. And North Summit now trying to cut into this 5-point lead. It is just a 2-possession game here. Jake Smith with a drive to the bucket, and he lays it up and in off the glass. And the Bronco lead, which has been as much as 14, is down to just 3 with 31 seconds left in the game. A tenacious effort here by North Summit to battle back, and there's no doubt that they're the number 2 team in the state.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good sequence there for North Summit. They had a really good stop possession down there, and then we came right back down and scored. And there's only 30 seconds left on the clock, so we got no shot clock anymore. So I'm sure North Summit's going to come out and try and get a quick, easy steal, and if not, it's going to turn into a foul game here. So San Juan needs to step up and make their foul shots down the stretch here if they want to come out here with a win.
Yeah, and the Broncos obviously have to protect the basketball here as they inbound. North Summit's been causing them a lot of headaches on the inbound play here with the full court press. And boy, this is the type of game you want. This is an exciting finish for sure. I think regardless of what happens, San Juan's played an outstanding game today, and we'll see if they can somehow get out of here, pull off the upset on their home gym as they get set to inbound here. So we got to move your feet here is the whole gist and get open. We'll see what the Broncos can do here as Jayton Knight gets set to inbound it in.
Just playing a straight-up man-to-man press here.
They'll bounce it into Jagger Neves. He's going to try to dribble around. A lot of contact there, and they do call the foul on Crew Richens, so that will put the Broncos to the line with 27 seconds to go. That was a nice pass all the way down to the ref by Jagger Neves. Maybe get a little frustration out, throw that ball hard all the way down court.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see if Neves, what kind of ice he has in his veins here. Like you said, Bobby, foul shots are huge here down the stretch.
Yep, 27 seconds left here. I mean, as long as San Juan makes their foul shots, they should be fine.
And Neves drains the first. How about that? That's something that they struggled with last weekend up north. And Jagger Neves with that bucket up to 16 points this game, man. He has been huge these past couple days.
Yeah, your three juniors tonight, Jagger, Tripp, and Cole, they've all been just so big.
And that shot rims out, so it's a 4-point ball game. Rebound for North Summit. 2-possession game. The Broncos tip it away, and it's going to be deflected out of bounds by San Juan. North Summit will keep it in the offensive end. The shot clock is off. 19 seconds left in the game here as North Summit down by 4, looking for a miracle here tonight in the San Juan gym. San Juan looking for the upset. There's Buck Sargent drawing a foul and the bucket with the hook shot. Are you kidding?
And I was about to say, North Summit's got to get a shot off. The clock's starting to tick down, and they ended up getting that one to fall. And man, he could draw this thing into a 1-point ball game here.
Yes,
so
he
North
could.
Summit's very much alive here in the last seconds of the ball game.
And that's the 4th foul on Trip Palmer. So this foul shot is huge for Buck Sargent now. It's huge for either team. I'm going to see this. Yeah, I just don't know about the foul call on that, but what can you say? Here's Buck Sargent scoring on the ad one. How have these players not fouled out, Bobby? They've been playing the last 5.5 minutes with 4 fouls. It is a 61-60 game. 12 seconds to go. Can the Broncos close it out? Jayton Knight inbounds. Jake Ivins is absolutely mauled. Absolutely mauled. That should be an intentional foul.
Be curious to see what
He was tackled. He was tackled. Jake Smith wants a jump ball on this. I mean, Ivins was absolutely wrapped up. And then Jake Smith got a hold of the ball.
Say, I want to watch the replay on this one.
Yeah, I'm going to look as well. I mean, Ivins had it, and they grabbed him from behind first. Yeah, he was run into from behind initially. And then the referees are talking it over. I'm not sure. They may have an argument once Jake spun around, but to me, I thought there was contact from behind. Maybe there wasn't. It's definitely heated here with 10 seconds to go. We'll see what's called. Nobody likes it. I know that. Nobody from either side likes it.
No, whatever the call is, there's going to be there's going to be a lot of people mad either way. So these guys are trying to get a jump ball. San Juan's trying to get a foul.
And it is a foul on Jake Smith.
They end up going to foul. And I think San Juan was trying to get a flagrant, like an intentional foul, but they ended up just going with a common foul.
Well, to me,
there.
once I saw it on the replay, the contact to me was from behind.
Yeah.
And then as Ivan spun, maybe a little bit from the front. But then, Jake Smith did get a hold of the ball, and that was their argument that there should have been a jump ball. But it was well after the contact, in my opinion, looking at the replay, which, of course, they don't have the benefit of, but we do.
Yeah.
And it's not really a replay. It's just that the stream is delayed. So I'm looking at the stream, and we get a chance to see the play more than one time. So it does send San Juan to the line here. Boy, this thing has gotten real stressful. You knew that North Summit would battle back in this thing. Broncos trying to hang on here, up by just one with 10 seconds to go, and Jake Ivins hits an absolutely essential foul shot right there. And now he could make this a three-point game, and the Broncos need that as well. With 10 seconds to go, I mean, if there's anybody who could tie this up with a three from anywhere, it's North Summit. Ivan's second shot rolls in. That's huge. Now North Summit, barring a foul, can only tie. And we get a whistle as the Braves are trying to get it in. Looks like they'll call a timeout before they inbound. So after this timeout, they're going to drop a miracle play here, I think, to tie this thing. And they'll be inbounding from the defensive end. So, boy, if you're the Bronco defense, what do you do here? I don't know what the method is to try to prevent a circus three from happening here.
There's that method, and I don't mind it, but foul them. Give them 2 foul shots. If they make them both, you at least are still up by 1. I mean, I know some people don't like that strategy, but they use it a lot, I feel like, in the NBA and NCAA and stuff. I mean, you'd rather have that than the chance of them being able to tie the ball game up here. So,
well, believe this or not, Jake Ivins is your man. He's the only guy with 2 fouls out here. Can you believe that?
Let Jake go do his thing. Let Jake go foul somebody.
And you know he would, too. He would love to be called on, I think, for that role.
So I don't know what the strategy is here for Coach Nelson. I mean, if anything, you want to just make sure you don't give up a wide open, easy look for North Summit. At least make sure it's contested. Make sure you don't foul on a 3-point shot. Don't give them 3 foul shots here.
I can hear them saying no foul, so they don't agree with you, Bobby. So
that's okay.
They're trying not to foul. They want to make North Summit get it in the offensive end and get a shot. They do get it into Buck Sargent. That could have been a backcourt violation. Here comes the three on the way. No good. The Broncos get the rebound as Trevor Richens missed the three. That's what they drew up. Richens was supposed to make it. It rimmed out. He didn't miss by much. And with the huge defensive rebound by San Juan, we may get an honest finish to this game where the refs don't have to run out of here with save their lives, Bobby.
No, that was an impressive. I mean, I liked that play that North Summit came up out of. I mean, I think that was the look they were looking for.
Cole Duke challenged the shot. He was the closest man, but Richens just missed it. They got the look they wanted, and now Duke makes the first of the 2 foul shots. That makes it a 4-point game. It was the 3rd foul on Crew Richens. I just can't believe only one man fouled out of this game.
I can't believe it either.
And Cole Duke makes both foul shots. It's a 5-point game.
And good job for San Juan hitting their foul shots down.
There's a 3 at the buzzer, and that's it. And I don't know who 24 is. I don't have him on my.
Time he's been in the game.
I don't have him on my deal. I didn't have him on the roster. How in the world did he not come in? He shot that like it was his job and made the 3 right there at the end. I don't have him on this roster either. So I'm not sure who that was. It was either Daxton Brooks or Kason Kais maybe. Not sure. I got to give a 3 to somebody. I don't know what to say. Maybe Boston Langston, who wears 25. That was crazy. What a finish. And the Broncos upset North Summit 65-63. What a crazy finish here tonight. And the Bronco lead was up to 14, I think, in this game. North Summit rallied and nearly got back in this game. And San Juan, what a great job to hold them off and to win this here this afternoon.
Yeah, well, like you said, I think it's the opposite of what they saw over in Gunnison last week. Is San Juan had the lead and they could have finished the game down the stretch with foul shots. They didn't do it. They ended up losing double overtime tonight. Big time free throws by Jake Ivins and Cole Duke down the stretch to pull this thing off for San Juan. So that was a great way to end the game. So
well, I see the 2 coaches talk to each other here at midcourt. Definitely hoping to talk with Easton Nielsen here in a little bit. What a win for San Juan this afternoon. What a weekend. A couple of outstanding games for the Broncos here in front of their home crowd for the last time during the regular season. They could possibly be back here to start the postseason. We'll see how it goes, but what an excellent weekend for the San Juan Broncos. Man, a great game today here against the number 2 team in the state, and that's going to be a tough, long road trip back home for the North Summit Braves, to be sure. Long road trip for them. We'll take a break. We'll come back out with some final game stats, some final analysis, and hopefully a conversation with Coach Easton Nielsen. Stay with us. High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Last year I was at my lowest, going through some pretty serious depression. A couple friends of mine stopped by the house and said they were worried about me. Said they'd feel a lot better if they could hold on to my firearms until things turned around. I think they saved my life.
If your loved ones are struggling, talk to them about temporarily storing their guns away from their home, because things do get better.
Life is a series of cherished moments, filled with milestones that define our journey. Moments of love, joy, and shared experiences. Each moment contributes to our story. As each chapter unfolds, our experiences shape us, defining who we are. When it's time to celebrate a life, ensure your loved ones are remembered with the grace, dignity, and individuality they deserve. San Juan Mortuary, celebrating life.
As your kids grow up, you can't prevent this, but you can prevent 6 types of cancer. With the HPV vaccination recommended for boys and girls starting at age 9. So talk to your doctor and visit cancerutah.org/HPV for more information.
Welcome back to San Juan High School. High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. We start the post-game show, and Coach Easton Nielsen joins us in a hustle, man. I thought you'd give a speech in the locker room, but I tell you what, Coach, what a great weekend for you guys. You know, it would have been a heartbreaker to lose this game today, but either way, both your games this weekend, you guys played outstanding. You told us last night, you know, we believe that we can beat this team. We believe for sure we belong on the court with this team. You could see the belief in the boys' eyes. Bobby and I were talking during the game, you know, it's a team that has turned the corner after a tough weekend last weekend. It's almost like that caused you to become who you know you can be, and you can see the belief in the boys' eyes now once they start to believe that they can play like who they really are. That's what we saw this weekend. A great win for you guys today.
Yeah, no question. I hope my voice will get through this, to be honest, because it's about gone. But, I mean, yeah, we led that game from start to finish.
Yep.
And we expected to do that today. That's the funny thing is, you know, looking from the outside in, I don't know how many people would think we came into it thinking that, but we had a defensive game plan we had a lot of confidence in. Down the stretch, I think if we do a little better job on boards, we can keep it from getting as close as it did. But the great thing is we made enough free throws not to let calls or anything influence the outcome. And that was a big step in the right direction today to go. I think we had to have been at least 65-70% from the line, which better than what we have been. So.
Well, when the boys came out this weekend, and especially today, did you feel something different in their vibe compared to the way it was last weekend?
Honestly, I really didn't. Last weekend, I felt like we competed pretty hard. It wasn't effort-related things that cost us those games.
Right.
It was execution-related things and not taking advantage of opportunities and, you know, the 3 to 4 possessions that can determine an outcome like this. Today and yesterday we did those things, you know, and that's the difference. But this group, they've come together. They've come together really well. They're gelling. They're playing their roles. Everybody played a role today. I mean, let's look at what did Buck Sargent end with right here? 8 points.
8, yeah.
I told George McNaughton and Cash, if you can keep him under 15, you might as well count that as 10 points for you.
Yeah.
Because of what he usually gets.
Yeah.
And to hold him to 8 points is huge.
Yeah.
Obviously, Trevor Richens is a stud. He got his down the stretch, but he had to earn them.
Yeah.
He had some great finishes, but man, great team win, great effort. huge win for us.
Yeah, and we talk about, obviously you have to have offense to win. You had 3 players in double-digit scoring tonight, and you just really been a huge team effort, but it's the defense also that makes it happen. And right off the hop in these 2 games this weekend here at home, you guys have been super strong on the defense. I mean, you didn't really allow Duchesne to get inside hardly at all last night. And here today, obviously, North Summit's a little bit more of a handful, but, man, the defense in both of these games for you guys was just so strong, and that creates points for your offense.
Yeah, I mean, the reality is this. If we can play that level of defense from now until February, all the way through February,
right,
we will have a chance to win every game we play in.
And that was the thing I was going to ask. How do you find a way to play like you played this weekend on the road and in all the rest of your games for the rest of the year? Because that's the key. That's what's obviously got to happen. We know that.
That is the key.
I guess maybe that's the $1 million question.
I think for this group, I have a lot of confidence that we will from here on out. I really do. The players have done some player-led things the last week or two to kind of get that effort to be more consistent, and it's worked.
Yeah.
And we're going to continue to do those things. I'm going to continue to trust them in their preparation and the things that they've chosen to do. And we're going to take every game. We don't look at the RPI. We don't care about it. If we play that level of basketball, we can beat anybody on any given day. And our whole focus is let's take care of the things that allow us to play that level of basketball.
Coach, a couple of great wins for you guys. Obviously, you'll have a little bit of celebration this weekend and then get back to business next week. I won't see you. The Monticello crew is going to be broadcasting your game on Wednesday, so we'll see you in Moab to end the regular season next weekend. Great win for you guys. Thanks for chatting with us. A lot of fun this weekend. Fun to watch you guys. Appreciate it.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks to Coach Easton Nielsen. His team upsets the number 2 team in the state of Utah in 2A basketball in North Summit. 65-63 is the final. The Broncos did lead by as much as 15 in this game, actually. And so North Summit rallied and erased that deficit, but, man, the Broncos were strong down the stretch, holding them off and closing this thing out. It really showed a lot of intestinal fortitude today. That's an Army phrase. I don't know if you guys say that on the football field.
No, not at all. That was impressive.
So we're going to take a look at some final game stats here. And, boy, man, North Summit, you talk about coming on. They outscore San Juan 27-19 in the fourth quarter. But the Broncos held them off until that point. San Juan outscoring them 18-11 in the first, 14-12 in the second, 14-13 in the third. And you heard Coach Nielsen mentioning it. They held Buck Sargent, their leading scorer, one of their top players for sure, to just 8 points tonight. The defense was outstanding for San Juan this evening, and that ultimately led to the victory. The foul shooting was great as well, and they did get to that mark they wanted to, Bobby. They ended the evening 70% from the foul line today, 26 of 37, the Broncos. So you got to get to the foul line. They did that, and then you got to execute, and they did that as well. And really, that's the difference. That's a huge difference here this evening.
Yeah, for sure. I think they did a great job doing that. I mean, 37 foul shots. They obviously were able to get to the line, but, yeah, being able to make 70% of those is a huge difference, and you're going to win most of your games if you can replicate that. So,
yeah, North Summit, I know, would probably complain. They only had 22 shots from the foul line, and they hit 73% of theirs. They were 16 of 22 shooting from the floor tonight. And the Broncos came on in the second half. They end the night 46%, 17 of 37. North Summit was 21 of 53 for 40% from the floor. From three-point range, San Juan 5 of 16 for 31%. North Summit was 5 of 20 for 25%. I had 12 turnovers for San Juan, 11 for North Summit. This is all unofficial, of course. Just the one blocked shot for San Juan, and 4 steals for the Broncos, 3 for North Summit. Individual scoring, Trevor Richens led the way. He ultimately took the lead right there in the last couple moments with 21 points. That led all scorers tonight. 11 points for Jake Smith, but those were the only 2 Braves in double-digit scoring tonight. 8 points for Buck Sargent. We already mentioned that. 6 for Coulter Richens. 5 for Tate Richens. And it was a 3-point afternoon for both Crew Richens and Boston Langston, I'm not sure. That was that last 3-point basket. I just had to give that to some kid. So not sure who number 24 was, but 25 was maybe close enough. I don't know. Not sure whose bucket that is. We'll have to check that on Max Preps. Then 3 players got 2 points each for North Summit. Tegan Johnston, Luke Brown, and Chase Padfield. the 5 3-point baskets. One player got, 5 different players got one each for North Summit. Tate Richens, not Coulter Richens, but Jake Smith, Crew Richens, Buck Sargent, and that last one by whoever that was. So that's crazy, man. They spread that out. That's impressive. So for San Juan, it was a great afternoon for Cole Duke. He ended the day with 20 points. Both Jagger Neves and Trip Palmer had 17 points for San Juan. I got to take a look at this in the 2 games. These last couple days, Jagger had 13 points last night to lead San Juan, so 20 points in these 2 games for Jagger Neves. Really has been the best outpouring for him on a weekend that I've seen. And then, of course, there's stuff that kids do that doesn't show up on the stat sheet as well that you got to have. But 4-point afternoon for Jake Ivins. Jayton Knight had 3. Cash Palmer had 2. George McNaughton and Baylor Nielsen both had 1 point apiece. Cole Duke had 3 of San Juan's 5 3-point baskets. And Jayton Knight and Trip Palmer both had 1 apiece. So, man, we got to catch our breath here. It's a great finish to the weekend. I'm impressed. This is a big upset win for San Juan. You know, Coach Nielsen has just been belaboring the point all year that we belong on the court with anybody. We can believe we can beat anybody. I don't think it's been evident until this weekend, and now you go out and actually prove it when you beat the number 2 team in the state, in my opinion. And now if you don't believe you can, you know, your mind's not right, you know. But the Broncos, I think that's a big, huge key. It's mental. Half of it is mental, and they got their minds right this weekend, and they came out and played. You could just see the look in their eyes. They just came out with confidence that they haven't had in the last few weeks, and they looked like they deserve to be out there tonight especially, and they proved it by the score, you know. So.
Yeah. No, I agree with you 100%, and, you know, hopefully that's something that we can see getting carried over to next week to finish the season out. You've got Monticello and Moab, 2 rivalry games for San Juan, and if you come out and play like you did these last weekend, I don't think you have a problem with either one of those 2 teams. And,
no.
You know, that sounds a little cocky, but, I mean, they played just so well this weekend, and, yeah, you just hope that you can find the consistency to be able to do that, you know, night in and night out, and there's no better time to figure that out than now going into the playoffs. So
yeah, and I think that's what it comes down to. If you play like you played this weekend, you can play with anybody. I think you proved that. I think, you know, it was hard to believe that until now, I think, and maybe now people from across the state know, so now it's not a secret anymore when you upset a team like this. But I think now if they play like this through the postseason, there's no chance, no reason why they can't make a deep run in the postseason, you know.
Exactly.
I don't know that we thought that until this weekend, but looking at them play this weekend, if they can put this together for the rest of the year, I think they're in great shape.
Yeah, and, you know, really it's got to just be a, you know, 1 game at a time mentality for them.
Absolutely.
Don't look ahead to anybody, you know, get ready for Monticello, which is the next game.
Yeah.
Take care of business there, get ready for Grand, and then see where the bracket lies out, and then just take it 1 game at a time, and by that time, who knows, you could end up, you know, playing for a state championship. You
That's
never
right.
know, so.
That's right. You never do know. 1 game at a time is the key, that's for sure. All right, well, it will be 1 game at a time as they'll get right back to action next week. It'll be against Monticello next Wednesday. I believe that's going to be a 7 p.m. tip. Just stay tuned to Red Rock 92, and we'll update you on the sports report to make sure on that. Sometimes game times change, but that'll be a rivalry matchup on Wednesday as the Broncos head into Monticello, short trip up north for that traditional game that most times happens before Christmas, and they usually meet twice, but it was kind of a late addition on the schedule, so they'll get a real late regular season matchup with their rivals next Wednesday. And then 2 nights later on Friday night, scheduled to tip at 7 p.m. in Moab, and another tough gym. San Juan will go on the road and close the regular season against another local rival, Grand County, so that should be a lot of fun up there in Moab as well. Again, that's supposed to tip at 7 p.m. Friday night. So Wednesday night, Friday night for the San Juan Broncos. The Monticello crew is going to handle the Monticello game on Wednesday night, so I'm not going to be on the air again with you until Friday night. Should be a real fun one in Moab, that's for sure. And hoping the Broncos can take care of business. It's tough, you know, 2 of our local teams, obviously. We normally cheer for both of them. It'll be good to have a good game in Monticello. A couple rivals there. That should be fun, too. So San Juan wins it here tonight, upsetting North Summit. They beat Duchesne last night. The girls suffering a couple losses in our Region 15 doubleheaders, unfortunately. Want to say some thanks. I don't know, do you have any final words before we close it out? This may be our last time together. I'm not sure. But
hopefully we'll have one more home playoff game
right
that
on.
we can do. But
that's true.
No, I mean, just kind of what we talked about tonight. Just really excited to see, where San Juan takes it after a good weekend. So.
All right. A lot of fun with you, Bobby. Good to be back together again these couple games this weekend. So want to say some thanks as we close it out to all the sponsors. We'll thank you one final time by name in the close here in just a moment. Say thanks again to, today it was Lane Palmer. I think Caleb Carr was here as well. Cortland Lyman, thank you guys on the Stream Utah side, making the video happen. And also our audio now as it stands, so appreciate it, you guys. Can't do these without you guys, of course, and I know the folks appreciate all the video. I want to say thanks to Bobby Bowering for joining me this weekend. Thanks to all the listeners and the viewers. That should do it for us here this afternoon, where the Broncos complete an outstanding weekend, sweeping both Duchesne and North Summit as they advance to 10-11 on the season. We'll see if there's any movement in the RPI standings next week. We'll be on the air again on Wednesday when the Broncos head to Monticello to take on the Buckaroos. Until then, Rhett Sifford on behalf of Bobby Bowering saying so long from San Juan High School. Have a great rest of your weekend, high school sports fans.
High School Hoops is a production of Red Rock 92 Sports and StreamUtah.Live. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Bradford Tire, Blue Mountain Foods, Desert Rivers Credit Union, Colleen K's, San Juan School District Adult Education, Lee Collision Repair and Restoration, Primary Residential Mortgage, Energy Fuels, Emory Telcom, Four Corners Homes, San Juan Pharmacy, Utah State University Blanding, Creative Floors, San Juan Counseling, Holiday Construction, Red's Ace Hardware, San Juan Health, Northern Electric, Dependable Auto Repair, Precision Rehab, Red Mechanical, Flights Gymnastics, San Juan School District CTE Programs, Blue Mountain Hospital, Tailor-Made Wooden Heritage and Tailor-Made Monuments, San Juan Public Health, Crowley Construction, Jones and DeMille Engineering, San Juan Mortuary, Napa Motor Parts, Utah Navajo Health System, San Juan Credit Union, and Pick-a-Stitch Embroidery and Apparel. We're the home of live high school sports coverage in southeastern Utah, Classic Hits Radio, Red Rock 92, and StreamUtah.Live.